thank you.
It's nice.
It's got a nice vibe to it.
It is. It's a vibe setter.
And it's not bad luck if you mention it the day before. Wow. Thanks, Travis. Wow. I'm sure I took one by myself, too. I did not remember. Travis said to Sam and I, happy anniversary a day early. Because tomorrow will be 8 years that we've been doing this show. Which I did not officially doing the show.
We did a bunch before, but yeah.
And he said the first show we had Johnny Bench, and I had no memory of ever meeting Johnny Bench.
Yeah, I remember we had Johnny Bench on because I remember he had big, thick hands. I remembered his hands.
Yeah, and I was very skinny Jimmy back then, and you had hair, and you were still a young-looking lad.
Yeah,
that looks like Daddy and Two Boys, actually.
Yeah, we both are the boys.
Yeah, we're the
Johnny
two.
Bench with his big, thick hands.
Yeah.
Because he's got just big features. He's got a big head. He's got a big nose.
That looks like Jose with Lyle and Eric.
It really does. It looks like we took that picture in Sears.
Right before he takes us in the bedroom and we'd have an object day.
Yeah, he's going to explain to us how the Greeks made strong soldiers. The Romans.
Please, not the Greeks or queers. The Romans. Did it right. And I realized it's fine. Travis said happy anniversary. I thought he was talking because tomorrow will be 20 years for me at this company. October 4th, 2004 was the beginning of satellite radio with O&A.
Yup.
It was actually October 1st.
In writing, but
sure. The first show was 20 years tomorrow. We're doing it a day early because we're off tomorrow. Heading into the weekend.
Heading into the weekend.
But I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Yeah, and that was like back in the small 57th Street studio.
Yeah, that was a great studio.
The little one?
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I mean when they built it out for us.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
It's like the size of a basketball court.
It was a huge studio. We had stadium seats outside for people to come in and watch.
You could wheel the bleachers inside the studio.
Yeah, that was a great studio. We weren't there that long, and then this company.
They were like, good news. There's a much smaller studio here for you that you can share.
Excellent news, yeah. I think we came over here in 06 or 07. Howard started in January of 06, I think, and we came here in 07 to Sirius. Maybe later? No, 07 we were on K-Rock.
Yeah.
Doing the walk-off. Maybe it was 2008. It was 08, you're right. 08. So I was getting sued. I remember the time because I was getting sued.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Sam, when did you walk around asking people if they had the amount of TVs that we had?
That was the first bit.
Asking people if they had the right amount of TVs.
Yeah, but everything was so, still, old school that we just got XLR cable extensions and just extended them as far as possible. So we literally had wires running into the studio that would just go out of the studio and into the halls. So, live. I could ask people who work here, because we took all the we had this huge studio on 57th Street, and we brought all the TVs from the huge studio and brought them here, but it was an obscene amount of televisions for a much smaller space.
Sure.
So we had 13 TVs or something like that. So I go around as the new show and ask all the people that have been here for years, how many TVs do you have? We have 13.
Yeah.
It's just obnoxious. That's why, shockingly, a lot of people hated us in the beginning.
There was one guy who really hated us. An old San Francisco DJ who worked here. I forget his name. He eventually left years later. I cannot remember. I shook his hand the day he left, and he was surprised. Because our show had a very acrimonious relationship.
Oh, you were on the air publicly?
Yeah, I think the shows didn't like each other. But there was no real personal thing behind it. If you met the guy for coffee, it probably would have been great. It was one of those things where he said something on the air, we said something on the air. It just became one. I don't even remember his name.
I can picture exactly who you're talking about. Why can't I place his name? He's a talk show host.
Yes, he is. And he was around for a long time. He knew what he was doing.
He's a legend guy.
Yeah, he was a very legendary guy. I remember when Bob Edwards, O&A could never get any type of real press from XM. We had a hard time getting any type of promotion from the company. We were on a paid platform.
Too shocking things.
Too shocking. We were on a paid platform. It was an extra $2 a month. I think we had 11,000 listeners when we came back. It was a long, fucking slow build from what it was on regular to like 11,000 people.
Christina Palumbo, I think, worked for the show.
Jay Thomas.
No, it was not Jay.
No, it wasn't Jay Thomas. It was the guy in the morning.
That's who she worked for. So.
Yeah, she did. Jay was nice.
But that relationship was a little weird, though, too, remember?
A little bit, but it was the guy in the morning.
Yes, I know what you mean about Jay and the show.
Because the show wanted to use Ira.
That's right.
And Jay was not happy with that.
He was possessive.
Yes.
But I had a good relationship with Jay. I think he did his show a couple of times. He was always cool to me. Like,
yeah.
I never had a...
No, it's driving me crazy because it's on the tip of my tongue.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
He did a morning. He was like kind of a legendary radio guy.
Yeah, I believe out of San Francisco.
I believe so too. He did a morning show out of here for years. And
it was just, I think we took his studio, or they gave us his studio. We didn't take it.
Not Scott Farrell.
No. He did nice.
Because that was his old studio.
And it wasn't like...
No, but I know Farrell.
This was like an older guy.
Yeah, he was older. Why
can't I remember his name?
I mean, it's been a while since it's just been in my brain, that's all.
I'm going to think of it later today. It's going to drive me insane.
I remember the XM, the girl from XM who like, whenever she did promotion, she goes, great news. And we're like, what? She's like, you're never going to guess who we hired. And we're like, who? Bob Edwards. That was the big news. And then Bob Edwards, they gave all this promo to. And O&A were like, what the fuck? No one gives a shit about Bob Edwards. I mean, he was an NPR guy, I guess, right? A legendary.
Yeah,
but no one cares.
No one cares.
It's not exciting.
No.
And it was a long fight just to get off just to get on the regular platform. I took, I want to say a year or two to get onto.
Alex Bennett was it.
That's it. Alex Bennett.
Remember Alex Bennett?
Good call, yeah.
Yep,
No,
that's who it was.
McClure, I give credit to McClure.
Yeah, thank you, Jim McClure.
Yep.
Yeah, Alex Bennett.
Alex Bennett was who it was.
But I felt bad for him when or either he left or they let him go. And he might have just left. But I remember I heard it was his last day and we shook hands. And I was like, hey, man. And he was actually nice. I felt bad. You never want to see a guy leave a gig.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to leave the gig.
Right.
But yeah, after a while, like I'm 20 years. I can't fucking believe it's been that long. It's crazy. Like this has been an adult lifetime career.
You're a grizzled vet.
Well,
he did hate us.
He did hate us. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Well, because we weren't your mama's radio. You know what I mean?
That's what you guys used to say.
And he loved your mama's radio.
Yeah.
Oh God, I haven't thought about him.
Me neither.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't
was a
remember his
grouchy
name.
Guy.
Yeah.
I kind of remember in the hallways kind of being angry and kind of...
There's so many guys that we used to see. I mean, just the guys from OutQ. I mean, remember those guys, Larry and
Larry Flick.
Larry Flick.
Larry Flick's awesome.
Yeah, I like Larry Flick. But I mean, him and who's the guy he worked with? His black guys.
Kyle.
Very nice guy too. I saw him after he left here a year later at some other gig he had gotten. So he's working. Like I didn't remember. But he was they were very nice guys. Larry Flick at first took a while. I don't think that because the nature of the show. I think he was like, what, these guys are fucking creeps.
Keith Price?
Might have been Keith Price. Yeah.
Keith Price, that's who it was. Yeah.
You see those guys all the time.
But it was just such an interesting thing because like the Bob Edwards signing, for example, there was this idea of, well, we'll sign radio guys to come over to satellite radio, and it will convince radio fans to come over to satellite radio. And there are no more radio guys or radio fans.
Right.
So like that whole idea is completely gone. It's evolved past it.
Right. So what they do now is they're going to go out and try to do the same thing to podcasts. Just grab, like the one thing they've missed is let's take people and I mean they've kept us here for a long time but they keep trying to grab from outside and fill and throw it in the basket instead of like sometimes you just got to let things. There are your own people that you can push forward a little bit more as opposed to just employing. Like you can promote with the same enthusiasm people that you have on the platform. I get why they're trying to just suck people in. Like they're basically trying to like punch a hole. But by bringing somebody else in, they're hoping to vacuum suck a lot of their fans in, which at times it's great. But
I think they have started shows, but I don't think they've just ever turned into anything that was like magnificent.
Right, and they don't push. Again, every show thinks they deserve more promotion, but like sometimes you're like, a little bit. would be nice. But this has been an argument since the O&A days. It's almost like once they got you in the thing, all right, great, got it. Next.
Right.
It's like me when I was watching the fucking porn. Like, you know what I mean? You're flipping through, you've seen this scene. Okay, I'm done. That's not fresh anymore. Next.
Yeah.
You get to move on.
But it's not like that's unique to here. I mean, that's every place. Like Apple's not, you're not hearing like about the talent that Apple has. They're hiring whoever's either got a name in music or podcasting. Plus the thing about podcasting is that, you know, the idea is you go out and make a name on your own and then you get the big check from somebody.
In podcasting, yes, but I still find it irritating that that's how they look at it. Apple's a different thing than Sirius. It's a different, consuming that type of stuff is different than a daily radio show. You know what I mean? Watching TV shows, is different than listening to a show every day. It's just, it's a different way of bringing up.
No, I meant
things.
Apple Radio.
I don't know what Apple Radio is.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
That's on Apple Music. They have personalities and stuff.
No idea. I'd never heard of it.
Right.
I thought you meant Apple TV.
No. No, I meant Apple the same way, Amazon the same way, Spotify.
And I think, but because these are guys that came in late in the game, they're guys who are just kind of coming in and going, we're gonna take things that we have and we're gonna take other things and we're just gonna throw it at you. Whereas this type of a company, which is radio or whatever you want, satellite, is supposed to be, it's a different medium. It's a different thing to listen to people every day. And it's just a different thing than consuming television shows.
Yeah.
You build things up differently, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not entirely.
These are all accurate.
They are all accurate. Young me, after splitting my head open.
I don't know. I feel like.
Whose lap are you sitting on?
Where?
In the first photo.
Young you.
I'm not. There's no one's
Who's
lap.
sniffing you?
I'm that's Uncle Paul. Somebody put Uncle Paul in.
No, that's a photo.
I mean,
who's?
I mean, it looks a little like Sinead O'Connor.
It does, but yeah. And then Don Rickles. That was I had split my head open because I saw the boy who was bullying me into sucking his penis, and I turned around and I ran and split my head open.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
You're just a cute kid.
Yes. Well, he was, that's why he liked me.
You guys can see now, if you look at the second to last photo of me that this person put up, why I would have shaved my head, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it was completely gone. Yeah.
You're lucky, Sam.
Why am I lucky?
Because you get more handsome as you get older.
Wow.
Hit me on that, boy.
I mean, you look like a goofy.
Can I
kid.
tell you something?
What's that?
You do too.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You're aging like a fine wine.
Just a compliment for Sam, huh?
Jim looks very much the same. I mean, when Jim loses weight, he looks very much the same as he did.
That was a little shot too.
No, he's right.
I don't.
It's not insulting. He's right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sam, you're like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Well, I made some
lose some weight.
I made some aesthetic choices.
Well, everybody looks better with weight loss. I don't think that's a.
It's 100% true.
No, and I mean, look. I mean, clearly.
I mean, look how bad that looks.
No, there was, and then there was a dip. And then it was like, oh, okay, we need to change some things up, and then, all right, we're back up. We're on an upswing.
That's not a good look
for a younger person.
For a young kid, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one in. No, it's not a good look.
This one, the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
Those two.
Yeah, a weird.
That's the transitional period.
Yeah. It's not particularly complimentary.
This is the Jim sweet spot right here.
Where?
I like the one. Right. I like the one to the left of it.
Okay, this.
I think that one's actually a pretty.
I'm not sure if that's Jim.
And the one before that was from the Tonight Show, and the one on the left of that, where I'm really sexy.
Just a lot of.
I thought those were just.
Is when I played the Rent Boy.
Oh, right.
In Gervais's movie, he had me be Rent Boy and hit on Eric Bana as he walked in. He loved me in that fucking wig. He just loved the idea of me being a rent boy.
He did.
He loves you.
I was that's the skinniest I ever was, where I remember trying on these little short shorts and a crop top.
For the film or just in general?
For the film, but I liked that I could fit them.
Oh, God.
I mean, they were twink. I was I was fucking AIDS. It was gross.
Right.
I never want to get that small again, but that was a fun time to buy clothes.
You were skinnier there than you were, like, here in this era?
Yeah, that's the same era. That's the same time frame.
Wow, that was jeez.
Or maybe, whatever, the same weight. There was one period where I was down.
Blurs together.
I was 136.
Wow.
I remember I was 130.
You shouldn't be 130.
No, I'm 150, 155 is a great weight. Maybe
136 is not even a man's weight.
No, I was really obsessed with being just underweight.
Yeah.
But whatever, you learn, you go through it.
Yeah, you find your sweet spot. You find your comfortable medium.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say I was lucky because the shape of my head panned out okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are every now and then, most heads end up being okay.
Most do.
But every now and then you see a bald guy that like Gino from 90 Day where it's like,
yeah.
Something's off.
And it fucking sucks because you're like, well, now what am I? I can't keep going down. What am I going to do now?
Well, like imagine having like weird moles on your head.
Sure.
Right.
I had like a birthmark.
See, that would be tough.
Port wine stain.
Yeah.
That would be tough if I had to become like Fedora guy.
It's the fucking worst. I saw a guy getting on the plane the other day. Just a guy who'd had a rough weekend with the fedora. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? That's such a bad look.
I know, but you gotta sometimes.
It's a douchey look.
It is. It's the worst. But sometimes you gotta go like, well, at that point you kind of have to get the Turkish hair transplant.
You do something, or just go bald. You got to do something.
No, but a lot of times those hats are because the bald head is bad.
Yeah,
it's just a bad shape. It's too long. It's whatever. They use tongs to pull you out,
or they just don't. They just will not give in to the fact that they are bald.
Sometimes it's. You mean it's like
they just won't do it.
They won't let go of the balding.
They like the look. They want to have a look, and they just it's the comb over, but the hat is easier.
Well, you convince yourself.
Yeah.
When you're going through it, that like, no, nobody can. This looks worse to me. Like, this is fine. This isn't even that bad. You kind of push things forward a little. You go, no, I think it's fine because it's a gradual process, and it's like it's not fine, dude. It's not fine.
Well, and I'm lucky that my hair has always been a source of torture for me. So like a lot of my adult life, I've had very short hair because my hair sucks.
But you look good with a buzz cut too. So it's good.
It's just comfortable. And then when I eventually get rid of all of it, nobody will notice or care. Like I've shaved it down a few times. No one goes, what? Like no one gives a fuck.
Yeah. And even if you had like, it's not like you have big bald spots and your front of your hairline is good. And that goes a long way. Like the fact that you don't have the receding in the front.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not quite what it was. But it's going back, but slowly. But the crown is like is wispy, and the treatments they can't do like on the very top, the crown of your head, they don't go. Like,
oh really?
Even those doctors, I was talking to Dan Soder about it. Like even those doctors who are really good, like the one here that Mateo saw, it doesn't matter. That part,
so that's still a comb over.
That's a fucking the top crown of the head. For some reason, is a rough spot, and they haven't figured it out.
That's interesting.
But they can do so much. Mark Norman said that he's self-conscious about his, which I never knew, but he's like, when it gets wet, but he wants to get it, but he goes, he's going to wait like 8 or 10 years because he thinks that that's when they'll have it.
The technology will be better.
It's getting there.
Because you see people that got it done in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and they're fucked. They look like they have pin cushions on their head.
It really can look very, very bad.
And they shave it down because it looks so bad, but then even when you shave it down, it looks like you shaved a Barbie doll's head.
And you see the on the back of the head a lot of times.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys that have that scar on the back of the head.
Or like they do it like they just do a straight line across your forehead. And it's like, dude, that doesn't...
Yeah.
It looks like they plucked hair into your head.
Yeah, it looks really bad. So I'll eventually do the Matt Serra, fucking, every other... thing the guys do is just go bald. It's just easier.
You got it. Yeah, you're set.
Yeah, it's such a fucking easy thing to do.
It's the fucking best.
I know, and you get very used to it very fast.
Yeah. It's the best.
Yeah, I've done it quite a few times. You use that little round thing.
Like you hold.
That's
ergonomic.
That's what I meant to get.
Yeah, it's great and it's easy. You do, it's awesome.
And you always look the same. So, like with age, you always look... The gray hair is what fucks you up.
Yes. And, I got a beard, so there's grays in it now, and it'll get progressively grayer, but that's fine.
I don't
Turn me into a daddy.
I don't like the gray.
So, I've put more weight on, too.
Yeah.
Purposefully, not irresponsibly.
Oh.
But I put a little bulk on. Once a little gray gets in there, I'm really going to be quite the daddy, And that's something I'm looking forward to because I've been a boy for so long.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand.
You're losing your appeal. My Do you know, like we had this, speaking of, you reminded me of something. I was on a particular, let's just say I did a pop-up show at the festival.
I want to say something. Go ahead.
No,
I don't want to.
I did a pop-up show. I was on a pop-up show as a guest on a pop-up show where they feature comedians.
Oh.
And there was a very there's kind of a gay.
I don't even know if you'll get that.
No, not.
You do get that, though.
Oh yeah, no, not at that restaurant. No, I did not do a shitty restaurant show.
I didn't know. You said pop-up.
Yeah. No, this was a. Hey. Bring me a Sprite. Pee you. Fucking sucks.
A comedy pop-up.
Yeah. That would be the difference. This is a funny thing. It was a comedy pop-up show with featured comedians, and so
like a stand-up show.
Well, no, it's a podcast everybody's aware of,
Okay.
but they just haven't had the episodes released a few weeks later.
Sure.
So they always ask us not to say anything.
Sure.
And one of the comedians on was a heavy-set redneck comedian. Look, beard, bulky, fucking camouflage pants, camouflage hat. And he was gay. Talked about his twink boyfriend, and very great, funny. He's cool, very unique guy, and you'd never think he was gay to look at him because we think we know what gay people look like. But whatever, he was really good. So I just wanted to remind everybody what an embarrassing person I'm married to. The next night, I am backstage at Skankfest, and I'm talking to Gordon Ryan, who is probably the best jiu-jitsu fighter on earth. He's the greatest. They say one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time. I mean, he's the champion. He's an amazing grappler. And you don't get a chance to talk to a guy like that. But he's backstage, so I was having a chance to talk to him and a guy named Jake Shields, former UFC champion. Yeah, he's there. These guys are they're just legends in MMA. So getting a chance to be a pesky little white belt and ask questions to two guys on that, you just don't get a chance to do that. So I was just pestering them with questions. And there's a guy who comes over, and he is Gordon's friend. And he's just a guy with a beard. And my fucking
I know where this is going.
my fucking drunk wife walks over.
Okay.
And she says to the guy, out of the blue, she goes, "I can't believe you're a homosexual." Fucking, the guy's like, "What?" And I say to her, "It's not him." I knew exactly what she meant.
Of course.
Jake walked away. Gordon Ryan just kind of turned around and started talking to somebody else. And then I'm explaining to him, no, we went to the show. And the guy was very cool about it. He's like, "Oh, and I'm like, "No, she thinks you're some of the comedian from Tony." I was fucking humiliated.
I can't believe it.
Exactly. "I can't believe you're homosexual."
No, I'm not.
He was stunned. And no one could believe that she had just said this. I'm like, it's my fucking drunk wife. What an embarrassing person.
You don't understand. I'm married to her. She's with me.
That was, I just remember that. I don't know why. It was humiliating.
I can't believe.
It was.
Because there's not even any.
There was zero context to it.
No.
It was just the fact.
And it's a statement of fact. It's not a question.
It wasn't a question. It was so it wasn't meant to be obnoxious. It was just so, it was startling.
She thought it was a conversation starter.
She thought it was a conversation starter. She had a couple of vodkas in.
She was.
Sure.
Yeah. Loosened up,
loosey-goosey.
Right. Little social lubricant.
Dude, I felt like someone had put an M80 on my shoulder and set it off.
I'm just getting to the bottom of all this jiu-jitsu stuff, and then
having a fun talk, pestering them with questions. They're being polite.
Tall Norwegian shows up and says, I can't believe you're a
Total Norwegian transsexual shows up.
Well, I wasn't going to put too fine a point on
I mean,
yeah.
I knew immediately as it came out of her mouth. I knew who she thought he was.
Of course. As soon as you said it was a guy with a beard, I went, no.
And she always does that. She always says the wrong, like, if you're talking to somebody, I always just tell her, hey, great to see you.
Right.
Not nice to meet you or nice to see you, just great to see you. Because that keeps it vague, because a lot of times she'll go, it's nice to meet you, and they're like, we've met.
Right.
She does it all the time. I'll just say nice to see you.
I just got an email from a publicist about a guest that's coming by the studio, my home studio, and they said he's looking forward to meeting up with you. I said that's smart, because they probably don't know
if we've met
met or not, so we're covered either way.
100%.
Yes.
Have you met them?
Yes. But we haven't done anything professionally, so I don't know if
they remember. Yeah, that's how it is. Good to see you, or one of those things. Keep it vague and just no ability. So it's constantly nice to meet you. And I'm like, yeah, I've introduced you already. We've met.
No, we've met. Oh, okay.
Ugh. But yeah, that just came back startling.
Oh, good to see you again. I can't believe you're homosexual.
But it wasn't like I just can't believe. It was I can't believe you're a homosexual. Oh, it was fucking...
What? And then you see who's saying it, and you start questioning yourself. I didn't think I was, but this... If anybody knows, this person, maybe they have some kind of radar or something. Maybe they're telling me. I always thought I was not a homo.
No one could believe she had just said that. Yeah. They didn't know what it was.
Why would you say that? Did you just out him?
We were all humiliated. Greatest jiu-jitsu fighter on earth. Fucking turned around.
I can't believe.
Yeah. Oh well. It was fun chat while it lasted.
I'm not. Because how do you even respond to that?
Yeah. The guy was just very cool about it.
Right.
And he's a comic, so he played it off. I explained to him exactly what it was. Like, she's fucking drunk.
So I'm sure on some level he understood how funny it was, because how awkward it is for you.
As soon as I was like, yeah, she was a comic, and I thought yesterday, and but it was like that.
It's like, okay,
embarrassing.
Doesn't take this moment away.
Yeah, very fucking embarrassing.
Oh man,
yeah, that was a doozy.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I would have paid money.
Chat over.
To have just been there, a fly on the wall. I don't want to be involved. Just to see that happen.
Chat over.
See your face as it happened.
I was furious.
You were. Did you tell her she'd made an error?
I was like, it's not him.
Did your patience wane immediately?
There was no patience. No, zero.
It's a socially disruptive thing to say.
We're arguing last night because we got a couple of last minute, podcast reads. You got a couple of ones that came in that weren't supposed to, just came in late.
It's great.
Great news.
Read them.
We got to do them. Yeah. But
you slice it in or whatever.
Trying to do them at home and put them in,
sure.
like to make it look different.
Yeah.
And then it's 45 minutes to fix the makeup and hair, and it's getting late. And I'm like, what do you do? It's just that then the shadows are wrong, and then we're arguing, and I'm like, I got to work in the morning, and then I'm just like, fuck this, we're not doing it.
Wow.
We'll do it today, but
of course,
we'll get it done.
Yeah,
this is frustrating.
It should be just like flip it on. Let's do these real quick.
Yeah,
that's what you like.
That's what I'd like.
Right.
Not.
Hang on, let me get ready. It's like 3 minutes of recording.
Yeah, a little getting ready is fine, but not that length of time.
Sure.
It's like,
throw some sunglasses on.
Let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
She has to a lot anytimes. After the fucking...
Sure.
After the discipline. It's meted out.
Oh.
RFK's gonna get divorced.
I hope not. I hope these aren't true allegations.
I tend to believe them only because I know a woman who loved RFK. Loved him.
Like, not as a fan.
No, she loved him as a...
lover.
Political. Oh, no. She never fucked him, no.
Oh.
And she went to a RFK thing, and she got to meet him, and they took a picture, And she's like, the way he rubbed her back, like down, she didn't touch her ass, but like from her back all the way down to right above her ass.
Just sending a signal.
And she was like, fuck him. She was so annoyed that he did that, that she's like, fuck him, I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look.
So look, he's not young, but he's good looking. And
he's announced himself as not a Boy Scout over and over and over again.
Yeah, he fucks a lot of women, that's what he does.
He's keeping himself in shape for a reason.
Just be single, man. Like, he likes to fuck girls. I get it. You're a Kennedy. You're good looking. You're the son of Robert Kennedy.
But Cheryl Hines is the one you don't fuck up, you know?
Nah, who knows, man? Like, she's pretty and she's very, very talented and funny.
Beloved,
but who knows what she's like in bed? Like, who knows? Like, she might just be very, very, who was the one that Schwarzenegger cheated on? Another Kennedy.
Maria Shriver.
Maria Shriver. You never know what someone is like sexually. Like, they might just be very like, okay, let's go, okay. And then he might just be a dirty, dirty fucking guy.
He also loves adventure. I mean, he's picking up rattlers out of his driveway and putting them in pillowcases and backflipping off rocks.
Yeah, he likes the new.
Yes.
I don't fault him.
He likes a thrill.
Yeah, I don't blame him. But when you're going to be president, when you want to be president, you have to think a little bit more when you're on that level of scrutiny.
Yeah.
You know, don't fuck a lot of women during the whole anti-vax thing, especially when you've been like, you're publicly running for something and you have higher office goals.
Right.
Yeah.
It is anti-vax though, so they're like, oh, we don't even have to worry about germs or whatever. That's all bullshit. Let's hook up. You know what I mean?
He just can't resist it. And I'm saying this without judging him because I get it. It's very hard.
I mean, if anybody can empathize.
Totally.
Yeah.
I have total empathy for him.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
It says 3 women who worked at an anti-vax nonprofit chaired by Kennedy have been discussing their alleged relationships.
By the way, fuck these 3. Fuck them. They knew he was married. They knew who he was married to. And now they're coming out. And then he had an affair with me. Well, then why did you fuck the guy?
Somebody's probably pushing them to...
They're adults.
I mean, somebody's probably pushing them to say stuff now.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
because of Trump. Yeah, maybe. There you go.
I think it's a Trump thing.
Sure. But either way, fuck them. They're all adults. They did consensual adult things. They knew he was married. Are any of them married? Like, this is what annoys me when a story like this happens. Why is he the only one being embarrassed by it? Why are they not being mentioned and going, yeah, they fucked this married guy knowing he was married? Like, if you want to be public about it, great, but then be public about it.
They are not the direct source of the allegations.
Okay,
Travis
stand corrected.
Maybe it's one of those haters, like in the cops thing.
There you go.
The one that wasn't getting fucked is the one that ratted everybody out.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens.
You know what? Let me put an asterisk and amend my earlier statement. Good girls. That's a relief. Like,
the report is that 2 people with direct knowledge of these 3 women.
You know who the 2 people were? 2 dudes.
2 dudes.
The 3 women wouldn't give the time of day to.
There you go.
They're saying
Mm-hmm.
that these 3 women have been discussing their relationships with each other in a group text.
Okay.
I hope that they read
something they're not there.
I hope they read the group text in court, and there's also stuff in the group text where they're making fun of someone's hat. And it becomes exposed for everybody.
That'd be so embarrassing.
I know. And the guy with
nothing to do with
the guy in the hat's in the audience too. He's like, "What the hell?"
3 women who know Kennedy through the Children's Health Defense have been sharing their experiences in text messages with others in the wake of the scandal involving Kennedy.
So someone's a blabbermouth who's probably hates Trump. And Trump derangement. Hey, he politically sided with a guy I don't like, so I'm gonna wreck his personal life.
Yeah, I wonder if like the hardcore RFK people, if there are people who are like, no, I supported him, but I do not support
Trump.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just don't give a fuck. Again, there's this whole thing with Kamala's husband. Did he strike an ex in an argument? Maybe like, hey, that's not nice. And what the fuck's that got to do with her running for president? Who gives a shit?
Everybody's trying to come up with their October surprises.
I know.
It's like, don't do it on like wait a couple weeks. We just started October.
It's October 3rd.
It just, yeah. I got to get out the surprise. I've been sitting on this since September.
I think they got a lot of them. They just got to roll them out.
The media is not going to cover it, and it's not going to affect anybody voting. No one is going to vote for Trump because of what her husband did to an ex.
No, the husband with the ex, and you're like, what? How deep in the weeds are we going?
Just stop. I don't care if RFK fucks people. I don't care if Trump fucks Stormy Daniel. I don't give a shit. I don't care if Kamala fucked Willie Brown. I don't care who she fucked. I don't care how she got to. I don't give a shit.
To the same point, I doubt there are people that are going, I'm thinking about voting for Trump, except RFK committed infidelity. Better go with Kamala.
No, they said Trump is actually concerned with it because all these women coming out, and he does want certain women voters. Like, he made a really definitive statement. He has to kind of stick with abortion, but he came out with a very, very definitive statement about, I will never be, like, I completely agree with the exceptions for rape, incest, life of the mother.
Because he's trying to get women?
IVF. He's not, I don't even think he's really, he might be anti-abortion because he's older now, but I don't think he gives much of a fuck about it. Melania just came out and said she's very pro-choice.
I don't think he gives a fuck about anything that doesn't directly affect him in the moment.
Right. And I think that helped him, was those people. So now he's kind of married to it.
Right, exactly.
But he gave a pretty definitive statement about it.
It's like the Bible says.
And he said he would never sign a federal ban. Never. Did you see the statement he put out?
I didn't see, but
Did you see it? It was in all caps, as many Trump tweets are. But this is very reactionary.
That's how you know he means it.
And his wife coming out in her book and saying she's very pro-choice. I kind of like that she did that. She's like, we don't always agree.
Yeah.
We just, my husband and I don't always agree on things.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure a big part of that is trying to get, like, whatever small percentage, like just a little extra tick of women voters over here will make a huge difference.
And I did like that J.D. Vance acknowledged that in Ohio, whenever they voted against his position on something, he's like, they voted against it, like they didn't agree with my position. Like,
he can't buy donuts. J.D. Vance.
Well, not in that one place. No. Fuck that place.
Why fuck that place?
Anyone that doesn't want a presidential. Anyone who doesn't want a vice presidential nominee stopping in, and it's just stupid. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't care who the person was if they were coming in to make a purchase.
They didn't want him not in there. She just didn't want to be on camera.
There was one where they didn't want him in there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was one in Pennsylvania where, and he actually stuck up for them. He's like, but they wouldn't let him in because they hadn't had advance note. It was some weird shit.
People don't want to be a part of any of that shit.
I know.
And everyone you do get politicized. Like you do as a business owner, you probably are worried that because everybody is so like, well, what are you, a Trump donut place? What are you, a Kamala donut place?
This is not the entire thing. There's one he put in his tweet. This is a quote of it. This is not the entire thing.
He always says stuff like, instead of just making a statement, he always starts with "everyone knows," as if I shouldn't have to say. Everybody knows this already.
Yeah, it's a technique.
Yeah, to make it seem like obviously.
Yeah, you already know this.
Yeah,
you're putting that idea in someone's head.
This isn't a new statement. Like, there's no reason to react like I've changed positions. Everybody has already known this. That's a lot of capital letters.
Here's what he wrote: everyone knows I would not support a federal abortion ban under any circumstances and would in fact veto it because it's up to the states to decide based on the will of their voters, the will of the people. Like Ronald Reagan before me, I fully support the 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of a mother. I do not support the Democrats' radical position of late-term abortions, like, as an example, in the 7th, 8th, or 9th month, or, if there is any question, the possibility of execution of the baby after birth. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I mean, this like a middle management person sending an email out to their staff.
But the fact that Reagan was for those exceptions, and a lot of these conservatives now are against the exceptions for it's like, what the fuck? What are these people doing?
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
You just need to be dug in deep.
Yeah.
Is there a way to dig in deeper? Let's do that.
If you tell a raped woman you have to have a baby, you're just a piece of shit.
God wants
you're
it
a
this way.
You're a piece of shit. And if that's the way God gets a baby into someone, then God needs to work on his fucking technique.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah. Well, you figured out the universe and light speed and all that, but you couldn't figure out how to get a baby into this lady?
Yeah.
It's very annoying. So anyway.
You can bold. Now, do you have to be a Twitter, pay Twitter user to get stuff in bold? Because I've noticed that some tweets are in bold now. The text is bold.
It's funny, man. I almost never. They said Twitter traffic is down about 20-25%. The people have said 30 to 50%.
Traffic is. Oh, I didn't. I saw that the value is down. I didn't realize traffic was down.
Yeah, they said I think it's 25% down. I almost never use it. I think it's such a cesspool now. It's worse since he got it.
It is.
He fucked up the blue check marks, like I said he did.
Yep.
He fucked it up.
Troy just left the room. Don't let him hear you. I don't know. Everybody's going walkabout today,
and it's really, really Twitter is insufferable now.
Yeah,
and it's. I can't believe it's worse than when Jack Dorsey had it.
It is definitely, and
I can't believe he fucked it up more.
There's more bots. Like, there's more of all this stuff. And, and the verified thing is
meaningless.
Nuts.
It's a meaningless money grab, and he could have just done a different color. He fucked it. He could still fix it. He could still fix it.
But I don't think he will.
He won't, but he could because he won't admit he's wrong. Yeah, I don't believe down 80%. Excess plummeted. I don't even believe that. I think that's wrong.
But don't forget, he way overpaid. Like, it was down.
He did.
Down 80% it was down significantly the minute he walked in the door because he overpaid so much.
He did overpay it without a doubt. And then the advertisers, he tells us to go, which was a terrible miscalculation.
You can't be calling out CEOs by name.
No, and there was a way to do that. And again, this is what happens when you hang out with Chappelle and you want to have statements like Chappelle, but you're not Chappelle. Like, you don't just come out and go, fuck you, John, or whatever the guy's name was.
Chappelle's business is not based on advertisers and relationships.
But there was a way to do that where you can say we're not going to be bullied by anybody, but we value you.
Right,
you're
exactly
not going to push
right.
us.
Yes.
We really want you guys here, but you can't dictate how we do business.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that without saying, fuck you. Because then you force their hand, and this is Disney.
Elon is not for a guy who's running what at one time was the most powerful social media network in the world.
Yeah.
He's not a great social person. And I think that's where you get this line that you can't get through is that he wants to be so it's not like he just bought it. He's completely wants to be the guy behind it, wants to be hands-on with it. But how can you be the king of social media if you're not? I mean, I guess Zuck has trained himself to be more social, but I guess he's not that social either. And
it's different though because he's been there for so long with it growing.
Yeah.
It's a part of him.
That's
it's
true.
why he's rich.
Elon jumped in
and bought
at the top, at the highest value.
When it was already fucked up. I mean, it sucked under Jack Dorsey. They were biased. They fucking buried Hunter's laptop. They sucked. Mm-hmm. This is worse. This is worse because it feels like it's such a mess. Like, I almost never fucking post. Never. I just don't give a fuck about it anymore. Like,
you feel like stuff gets lost in it.
I'm not making a statement by not posting. I don't think anybody gives a fuck. I'm like, I don't even look to it as a place to promote anymore. Like, I'm just like, fuck, this place sucks. I just don't enjoy it.
Unless you buy placement.
I didn't know you can do that. I never knew.
You can pay for placement so more people see your stuff. And
I would do that to promote because it's about promotion.
Sure, Instagram does the same thing. Facebook does the same thing. But also,
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, it's almost like buying ads, but it comes up as a post.
It comes up as sponsored though.
There will be a mark on it. Yeah, that it comes up as sponsored. Yeah, but then also, all the algorithm stuff on both on X, on Instagram, on everything. Like if you post a YouTube link in a tweet.
It gets less, right?
Yeah.
Because it pulls you off the platform.
Yeah. And it's like, I hate that stuff because I'm not using Twitter as a video thing.
No, and they haven't provided a regular page that you can. I can't go to Sam or Troy's page. You go, let me see all the stuff they have.
Yeah.
Like I can on YouTube, and yet you expect me to stay there all day and watch videos. It's not realistic.
Or a built-in discovery for your video. Like that's why YouTube is so good. Because it's no other social media website, nothing else has YouTube's discovery algorithm so locked in where new people will see your stuff.
Yeah.
And the right people see your stuff. They've just got that locked in.
Yeah. And I think they all do that when you link off platform.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you put in your YouTube description, hey, check out this thing on Twitter, YouTube would probably, bury it too.
But if you put, I put in the descriptions of guests we have, at the bottom, I'll put the links for their YouTube, their Twitter. I guess that's kind of common to.
It is.
To do. I don't think that hurts necessarily.
No, probably not. Probably not the way if on Twitter you posted, here's the YouTube link. I mean, I do it because I still want. If there's anybody to see it, I'd like them to see it.
Yeah, right. I don't know how to get around that, but I just find it just sucks, man. It's like everyone's complained about it forever, but I mean, I've just noticed that I almost never go to it. Mm-hmm. Like, if I want to read a story that's just happening, sure, I'll go and I'll look in the news things. It's great for that. But it's like, that's an occasional thing. And if I can't get it, I'll go to the Daily Mail or go to Drudge. Drudge is not even as good as it used to be. But I find it insufferable. And he fucked up those blue check marks so badly. It was all about knowing that that's the real person.
Yes. Or the real organization. Like, you see a blue check mark and it's still like this weird, made up headline that you have to go off platform. Like, if something is trending on Twitter or everybody's talking about something on Twitter and it's some news story, you have to go off platform and look up articles, because otherwise, we've all done it. You end up going like, hey, look at this thing. And you send it in and it's like, yeah, that's completely fake.
All legacy check marks should be one color, because it's about identifying. So I've said it 1,000 fucking times. It is about identifying that this is indeed the person or the organization.
Yeah. Even if it's like a gray one.
Or red. It can be a red check mark. And the blue can be, hey, you've paid for this.
Right. But the red check mark is you broke, but we did say you were verified before. That's the one I want. I want the you're broke, but you were used to be verified, so here's your red check.
Yeah, because now it's just anyone can buy one, so it's like, it doesn't mean that this is the actual person.
But you know why Elon would never do that? Because people would wear the "you're broke" check mark with pride, because they're like, "Well, I'm not contributing to Elon."
But they let them. I mean, that's a fake pride. I didn't care about paying for it, because there's other things you like. I like the there's like a little interface page that you can like schedule things on. Like, I do kind of like it. I don't mind paying for shit if I.
But you don't even use it anymore, you said.
Yep. This is not going to be good.
No, this is perfect. This is our hotline is ringing off the hook, and we have a social media expert.
Yep.
That is calling in to help get us on the right track with the technology of today and tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin Quinn.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Quinny.
I am calling about technology, in specific AirPods.
All right.
Did you tell that story yet?
No, I did not. I was going to make a video of it, but I would like to say that what a lovely night I had last night at the Fat Black Pussycat. I started off where it was always
preparing to go on. You're getting my stuff together, my notes, and sometimes Colin will stop by, and the crowd was full, and it's about 5 minutes before showtime, and I just hear, can I have your attention, please? Bad news. Jim Norton is here, and then he instructs the crowd to not, I'm working on material, and to keep the laughter to a minimum and the noise, because it's distracting, which I feel was well-intentioned, but was probably going to be less helpful than he anticipated. And then Colin and I are in the bathroom chatting. And Colin, and when he's leaving, we're urinals together.
The urinals together, yeah, nice. In this very tiny bathroom at the Fat Black. And I have my bunny eyes gray glasses case, and in it is my glasses and my AirPod case, because I put them together and then I go on. And then Colin opens the door a little roughly, and I hear tink, and
there was a kid coming in.
Yes, but you still open the door in a rougher fashion.
Startled me.
And he opens the fucking door faster than it should have been. Mm-hmm. And my AirPods fall out of my case onto the floor. And, you know, when they fall, for some reason, it's like an explosion. I mean, they go everywhere. And I found one on the floor in the bathroom, and I could not find the other one. And this other guy came in, and I was like, what the fuck happened to it? And the other guy goes, hey, man. And he points into the urinal next to him. And it had fucking bounced up and went into the urinal.
I mean, that's perfect.
That Colin had just pissed in. He had just fucking pissed in it. And I go into and I'm furious, and I'm like, well, that's the end of that. And Grandmama Quinn says, well, why don't you just pull it out and spray it with Windex? I'm like, you pissed on it. I'm not putting Windex on something you pissed on and then putting it in my ear. And by the way,
thank you for nothing. I got a text last night from fucking. Let's see, and I had finally forgotten about it. At 11:25 last night, I get a text from Greg Rogel. You lose an AirPod, and then there's a picture of the AirPod in the fucking urinal,
like right next to the cake.
Oh my God!
And I have a video that I want to put together because I talked about it on stage. It was very, very funny. And I don't know if I've ever seen you happier.
I mean, dude, when that AirPod falls just because of the door being open and then bounces and lands in the perfect spot. I mean, seeing that AirPod in the urinal had to make everyone believe in God.
It was.
First of all, urine is a healing property. As you know, many people drink urine.
Yes, they do. You're talking to one of them.
But I'm saying it's also known as, it's got a lot of healing properties to it, apparently. Or at least, spiritual,
Yeah.
So I don't know why putting a little Windex on it wouldn't be perfect in the ear. It's probably, it's like an implant. It's like one of those implants people get where they, throughout the day, you kind of get a little charge out of it.
Yeah, a little cochlear implant.
Can you look, let me see, I'll show you a second of this. Can you, with his piss on it, and blast a little, can you see how Colin is doubled over?
I thought he was looking for the AirPod. Is he laughing so hard?
That's not even in the same room. He's doubled over.
I mean, Colin, I'm worried about your health looking at how beat red your face is because you're laughing so hard.
He literally was.
That's because I have rosacea.
Yeah, he was bent over. That was not even in the bathroom anymore. The search was over. Yeah, that was very unpleasant.
The search was over.
Was over.
It's like when you find the body and you realize it's done.
Yeah. It's done. It's a wrap. So yeah,
This is no longer a kidnapping.
I'm going to get new AirPods, but I just wanted to, and also your announcement. I don't think that really helps when I'm working on material to tell the crowd
keep it down.
To keep it down.
Yeah, the crowd isn't big on that kind of ironic humor. Maybe two guys. Hey! The rest of the crowd just looked at me like, "Oh, I guess we'll keep it down."
Yeah.
Well, you have such an authoritative presence, Colin. I'm sure they.
know it's really disturbing when they they have to get up there and explain the whole situation.
I am going to piece that together with the material somehow and make a video. That really made me laugh to see him.
I can't believe you didn't share that with us first thing.
I forgot, and I knew I had taped him in that little room, and I had a picture of the urine, and I wanted to put it together because I talked about it on stage, and the joy it brought him was really kind of heartwarming.
Yes, it was really, and that kid, the kid was like out of Central Casting, like a young, happy comedy fan. First, he opened the door, he's like, "Oh, is it?" I go, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm done." Quick laugh with the kid.
Yeah.
And little did I know the tragedy that was unfolding.
Yeah, and I had to literally say to him as I took, because before I came out, I filmed it in the urinal for a second, and I had to tell him, like, "Hey man, I'm not filming your dick." Like he was at the next urinal, but you got to watch it with a video camera in the bathroom, as we know.
Oh, I guess so.
So I aimed it right over the urinal I was in front of and filmed.
And I can't believe, Rogel, hours later, how many people must have pissed on that AirPod? But now I agree with you.
A lot of people pissed on it, but I wasn't going to do it after it was just sitting on top of your piss. Windex was just such a fucking aggravating suggestion.
I mean, Windex.
It's what my grandmother would have said to me. Like when I would get a cut and she would tell me to put ST37 on
it. It also brings me joy that every time you forget about this incident, somebody reminds you that last night, right before you go to bed, Greg Rogel is there to be like, "Hey, don't forget about this." And then this morning you wake up, you get it out of your mind, and helpful Colin is here to call in and go like, "Hey, don't forget."
Well, also, just know this. I woke up at 5 this morning. Just for a minute, and I woke up as lying in bed, and I thought of Jim's aggravation at it, and I just started laughing out loud to myself.
You're happy at where it landed?
I think it was definitely a happy accident.
Yeah. I mean, it couldn't have landed in a more perfect spot.
That's serendipity.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand how it popped out. Was it because you were startled by that kid? You blamed the door. It didn't hit the door.
Yeah, it did. The door pushed me. I was right behind you, and when you opened the door, it kind of jarred me.
You weren't even in that section.
I was in that section because
I think you were startled by the door.
It fell out. It fell out, and these.
Well, what did it fall off of?
It just. Were
you holding it?
It was in my thing, and I just jumped. I moved back, and it just fell out. My glasses case were open,
so you were startled.
And and it bounced. And when
why can't you guys be like the Today Show? Right now, they have a bunch of people that are 100th birthday, and they have jars of Smuckers, and they have their faces on it.
That's a good bit. They've been doing that for a long time.
That is a really good bit. Yeah, yeah, a jar of Smuckers.
Yeah, and instead we're talking about this disgusting ear pod in a urinal.
Yeah, we'd have to have a jar of warm lemonade with my one AirPod on it.
Do you think it's still there? Like, do you think fans could go to the Fat Black tonight and take a photo with the famous Jim Norton AirPod?
It's in the bar. The Fat Black Pussycat and the bar are next door to each other, and the bathroom is in the bar area when you walk in. So yeah, if you walk into the Fat Black and use the bar,
it's still in the urinal.
They'll clean it out because they don't want it to clog something, but I'm sure it might still be there.
I hope it is.
I doubt it. I think this night crew probably cleaned it out by now.
I didn't even know there was a night crew.
I just said that because I feel like there's a night crew for every restaurant.
Oh, you might be right. I mean, who am I?
I was just throwing some terminology around from the 1980s.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh, thank you so much, Colin.
Right. See you tonight. I'll see you tonight.
Bye.
All right, bye.
That's amazing. Oh,
I forgot.
Between Colin and your wife embarrassing you, it's just, I would never leave the house. It's hell. It's just hell. And all you're trying to do is be a normal human being for the first time in your life.
That's it.
And you're just haunted by social awkwardness.
I can't believe you're a homosexual. I mean, the words, it landed on homosexual.
Yeah. And when you finally, I'm going to go out without my wife. I'm just going to go get some work done, see my friends. There's my AirPod in the urinal. You can't win.
It brought him such joy. As it should have.
How could it not?
I mean,
I couldn't imagine anything more fun.
On a log of shit is the only thing that could have topped.
That would have been great.
That would have been even better.
That would have been awesome.
But he meant it when he said, get some Windex.
He did? He wasn't joking?
No. I don't know. It was a real suggestion.
That is an old man suggestion.
Get some Windex. Spray Windex on it.
Like Windex is the cure-all for all the...
Yeah, ST-37 was. My grandmother would... I didn't think they make it anymore.
I don't even know what it is.
ST-37. That was the thing that she would use for cuts. I guess it was an antiseptic or whatever, but you would put it on. Do they even make that anymore?
On Amazon.
Wow, ST-37.
Is it like an alcohol-based thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
For burns, cuts, abrasions, and hygienic care of the mouth. You need that.
Every time I came home to make me gargle with ST-37.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah, it looks old school. It looks like the type of thing you put on a wound that burns.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're gonna get it, maybe with a Purell wipe or some kind of, sanitizer. But even then,
no, because there's the holes.
Oh yeah, you'll never get it.
Fuck that.
You'll never get it, and more importantly, you'll never get it out of your mind. It's like stink palming someone.
Also, AirPods aren't waterproof, so it probably just destroyed it anyway.
It's very possible.
No,
and then you go to the Genius Bar and you have to explain.
No,
this was in a piss urinal.
So does piss count as water?
Yeah, it was piss though. It wasn't water.
It's laying on the on top of the urine of an Irish man with thin legs. Is that bad for us?
Yeah.
So now you got to go get new AirPods.
Luckily,
you just bought those, right?
But they made new ones.
Those the Target ones?
They made new ones.
I did have another pair. Luckily, they were in my carry-on luggage, actually. So I did have a second. I just forgotten mine. That was why I bought them. So I don't know if that was the new one or not. It doesn't matter. I mean, they work the same. It probably was. Let's just assume that it was the new one.
I like that you added in. They were my carry-on luggage, actually, as if, that was a good little anecdote.
Well, I mean, luckily I still had them.
Right.
So I wanted to point out where they were.
Right.
Because I was panicking, where the fuck are my other pair? And I went in and they happened to be there.
No piss.
Not yet.
No.
What do you do?
Those things are so fucking slippery anyway. It's annoying.
Do you just throw out the other one?
I still have one left. I'll save it because if you lose another one, at least you still have.
What if the opposite one and the other pair goes in the pisser? Then you can combine them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna. There's no reason to get rid of it. I mean.
Yeah. No.
You may find.
I'm surprised you're going to keep it, considering that it was on the bathroom floor. Still really dirty.
That's gross on the bathroom floor.
For a half second.
I'd have a tough time putting them in my ears.
I didn't care about that. No, I was in my ear in 10 minutes later.
That's so funny. The piss.
Yeah. I mean, bad news. Yeah. I was watching, there's a guy skankfest in the bathroom, and he was drying his phone off in the bathroom, and he had dropped it in the urinal.
That's the best. When you drop something in the urinal, you can't stop pissing, so you're pissing on your own thing that you just dropped in?
I did it when I was in Rochester.
Mid-piss?
Yep.
Oh.
I dropped it on top, and it's when it cracked and it became discolored because the liquid had does something to it when it gets in a crack.
Oh, I thought you meant it was all yellow.
No. It was multicolored, and that was the end of that phone. That's the name of that tune.
Yeah. Can I tell you something outrageous that I found out yesterday?
Sure.
Intern Jordy's been back here and did not tell us. When? Yes. I go in yesterday, right, to meet up with Nicole, because yesterday we were going to my place to do today's Satisfying podcast that's coming out at after this show on YouTube. And I'm in there, and I guess they're just wrapping up whatever they were doing, but Nicole and Stanley T and their producer from the Morning Mashup were all in there. And they were like, your boy was just in here. I was like, what do you mean? And they go, Jordan. And at first I didn't, it was so outrageous, I didn't even know who they were talking about. I was like, what, Jordan? They're like, yeah, intern, your intern. And I went, intern Jordan was in here? They go, yeah. I go, what is he, auditioning or something? Because I knew he liked pop music, and he, I had introduced him to Nicole because he said he wanted to meet the Morning Mashup because he likes Camila Cabello and all that stuff so much. And they go, no, he had met us, and I guess, Mike, did you put him in touch with the Mashups too?
Yeah, at the end of every intern semester, I get their list of kind of where they'd like to land, and then I try to help them network out before they leave.
Yeah, so they can, have a successful, professional transition into whatever's next. That's a good thing to do.
But like Mike said, before they leave.
Or in a professional capacity, I go, what was he doing? Was he, auditioning to, help you guys out? And they were like, no, he's got an internship. He's... with Fallon or whatever. And I was like, right. So, and they were like, no, he just wanted to sit on the show. I was like a charity auction? They were like, yeah. He just sat in for the whole show.
He's just hanging out?
I was like, you guys play music. Does that mean you're sitting there and while the hits are on, intern Jordan and his bouffant are just he's just sitting there
trying to sneak in all the photos?
In the studio with you guys? And they were like, yeah, I go well, why didn't? And they go. Well, he wasn't gonna. He said that if he came in and visited you, we were asking him, is he gonna go in and visit you guys? And they were, why they were probably asking him?
They wanted to get rid of him,
of course. Of course, you're gonna go to any other studios?
Hey, why don't you go say hi? They'd love to see you.
It's been an hour. What? Yeah, we're just gonna play the same hits again. I don't know.
You're just kind of lurking.
Yeah.
You have lurk energy.
Yeah, I mean, what do you could look
up?
Probably
wrapping up soon. I mean, you might want to.
I don't know. You want to look up some 411 stories or something? I don't know. I don't know what you think you're gonna. And he goes, no. He said something to the effect of, I think the guys would ream me out if they knew I was here, so I'm not gonna tell them.
Smart.
I mean, that's not the best term, to ream me out.
Something I don't know if that was his.
That's a good old school.
It feels like something he'd say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
by the way, you guys were talking about how there's no fans in radio anymore.
Except Jordy.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Well, I was deeply. First of all, I was weirded out that his internship ended 3 weeks ago. He's already fanboying and sitting in on but not. If he were coming and going I'm helping out the mashup with this or that,
sure,
doing this bit for them, I'd be like, oh, that's great.
Or to say hello to them and then come say hi to us.
Right. But, it felt nefarious. The fact that he specifically.
Yep.
Even if it was it's Friday. The guys aren't in on Friday. Oh, okay.
Oh, was it Friday he came in?
No.
Oh.
If it was Friday, at least you'd have the excuse, but he said he wasn't coming in.
He literally dodged us.
He dodged us.
He ducked and dodged us. And probably left quietly and looked around the corner and snuck out.
He probably left during the 10 o'clock hour while we were still on the air. And made sure, let me just get right to the door. Let me not go back in that area at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Avoid the bathroom.
Right. And just sat in and watched them play the hits.
I mean, yeah, I don't quite understand that.
No,
that's bizarre.
I mean, they like to be nice on the morning mashup,
but he definitely wore out his welcome.
There's no way.
Do you know how long he was there for?
I mean, it didn't seem like a short period of time. It seemed like he was there for the whole show. I don't know for sure, but it seemed like the way they were talking, like he was there.
And he must have asked to get in because he got up.
Yeah.
Right, it wasn't just a pop in, like, no. I'm here doing some other stuff.
No, someone's got to put you in the
He came in very early.
Probably their big-headed Australian producer, Ben, probably put him in the system. Just making sure everybody knew. It's huge, dude. It's specifically...
Ben's such a nice guy.
I know, but you know now, if you didn't know him, you go like, oh, that's exactly who Sam was talking about.
Then they have to go, he probably had to go over there to do Fallon stuff.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what time they start, but like...
Probably early.
Yeah.
Probably 9 or 10.
Probably. That's when most of those late night shows start the day.
Sure.
Figuring out everything. But yeah, he wanted to get just to sit in and be the audience for the morning and didn't want us to know. That's what... I don't think he wanted us to know.
Very bizarre.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
Destination unknown.
No one.
Yeah, I was disappointed when I heard that.
Oh.
I feel like we set these guys up for success.
That's so much worse than saying you're mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. What's there to be mad about, you know? Good for him. He got to see his favorite radio show.
What was the disappointment, though? Was it the disappointment that he came in and did that? Or was the disappointment that he didn't stop by?
No, it was more the disappointment that he didn't stop by and he felt the need to make it secretive.
Yes. It's bizarre.
Although we were the ones that made the connection to begin with.
Yeah. It's like, it's not about, oh, we need him. Like, let's say you're fucking a woman.
Nice.
And she's not great looking.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all been there.
Oh, many times. I mean, I was the mayor of Fivetown.
Okay. So you can speak to this.
So she's an average, lumpy fucking mess, but she's good in bed. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to date her. Mm-mm. And you're done with her. You meet somebody better looking and you're like, oof. Mm-hmm. But then you find out she's blowing your friend.
Wait.
You're like, wait a minute. You know, like...
Are we the lumpy ones?
We are. We're the fives.
We're good in bed, but we're not attractive.
Great in the sack.
Right.
We do everything.
I guess that's true, because when you're in the room, you're going to have fun with us.
Oh, boy.
But when you go to the higher-ups, it's, where did you intern?
Yeah, you're not going to have fun at the mashup. You're just going to watch them be happier than they are in real life and play music.
Right. They're going to be like way over-the-top energy for 45 seconds.
Oh, Taylor!
And then sit quietly for 18 minutes.
And probably argue.
Bicker. Yeah.
Did he ask any questions? Like, was he there to learn?
No, it seemed like he was there to just, like, observe.
I'm sure he asked questions and they hated it. I'm sure they were polite for a couple of questions. He must have. So, you know, do you pre-program or dumb questions he would ask?
Probably.
You guys ever play parody videos?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
They did say his energy did not match the energy that he has in his social media videos. They saw his, like, you know, his fun TikToks. And they probably thought, like, oh, maybe he'll be like a morning funster. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he could do fun stuff. And they said didn't match.
It's a weird thing for them to do in the first place.
Well,
because,
they're nice.
Like, say the mashup had a intern. And they were like...
Which they do.
And they said, oh, hey, Jim and Sam, this is our intern, blah, blah, blah. And then their internship is over with the morning mashup. And then that intern hit up Travis and was like, hey, can I sit in? I can't picture Travis being like, yeah, let's let this stranger sit in.
But we're not like nice like that. The morning mashup is like nice like that. You know, they try to be nice.
But to them, he's just a stranger. Like, why are you letting the stranger just come in and sit here?
Well, they knew who he was.
We gave him the rub, and that's what's disappointing.
Co-signed.
We gave him the rub, and he decides to disown us.
Yeah, that's right. Humiliate us.
The minute he has the opportunity, which was given to him by us, he disowns us as if, like, no, I'm a mashup guy now. I'm one of the mashups. I'm the fourth mashup.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
And then the producer, Ben, is like, I'm the fourth mashup.
Is that how he says it?
I'm the fourth mashup. You call that a knife? That's right. He's got his crocodile hat on.
So weird.
Yeah.
And he probably talked about Fallon a lot, so that they knew.
They knew.
It's funny. Jim likes this song.
Right. No. Fallon.
Fallon.
Jim. Oh, I forgot about Jim Norton.
Jim Fallon.
I used to.
Yeah. Oh, he's over at the other place.
And you know what he would say too? You go like, oh yeah, Jim and Sam worked with me for a little while, but now I'm on the
Jim.
Yeah, I'm on the Fallon show now. I'm on Fallon, is what he said.
I'm on Fallon.
I'm doing stuff with Fallon.
I'm over with Fallon.
I'm over with Fallon.
You know, just casual.
Yeah, as soon as the song, they were like, and here's Kesha. And Kesha comes on. And then the headphones go off, and he's like, yeah, I'm heading over to 30 Rock after this. You know what I mean? Like, just
you know what he treated us like?
Go ahead.
Yesterday's tomatoes.
That's the worst feeling in the world. To be treated like yesterday's tomatoes. Let that be a lesson to you, intern Dom. If you leave here after your time as an intern with us, and you treat us like yesterday's tomatoes, we'll be hurt and we'll be disappointed. We won't be mad. We'll be hurt and disappointed.
Yep.
Oh, I guess he's good enough to call into our show. If we were the mashup, he'd be right if we were the mashup and we were talking about him, he'd be here sweating from running with a Coke Zero and a bag of baked lays.
Yeah.
Going like, heard you guys were talking about me.
Looking into the studio.
Yeah. Jordan, you're exposed.
Yeah. What happened? I got a text from Mike saying you're asking about my visit to the morning mashup. How's it going, folks?
We know that you didn't want us to know about your visit to the morning
That's right.
mashup.
That's not even true.
It is true. Stanley T told me himself. Are you saying Stanley T is a liar after he welcomed you into his professional home?
That's right.
Stanley T was a very nice man. He's very professional. I told him I didn't want to go in because I didn't have any good jokes or anything lined up. I didn't have my mask
never
on
stops you.
First, bro, you wore a Halloween mask with no good jokes. We don't believe you.
For no reason. Yeah, well, I didn't want a repeat of that event.
Well, what did you went into the mashup? Did you have a bunch of great material for the morning mashup?
No, they didn't put me on air.
Well, then why wouldn't you come? You didn't want to come and say hi. You didn't want us to know you were at the morning mashup.
I didn't want to mess up anything. I thought someone might.
That's not true. You messed up things for a whole semester.
You didn't want to keep that streak going.
No, that's not Jordan. You didn't want us to know you were here.
That's right.
There's no way.
It's not even true. It's not even true.
Travis, what do you
know?
Think?
It's true.
What you're a lot. You're. I'm coming from a very emotional, hurt place.
Yeah.
Jim is also hurt, and he's coming from an emotional place. Mm-hmm. You're the more logical one. Mm-hmm. You cut off all ties to your emotions. What do you think of Jordan's actions and his intentions, more importantly?
That's right.
I think you're spot on. I think he wanted nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could have just texted myself or Mike and said, hey, I'm going up to the mashup tomorrow. Would love to pop in and say hi.
You know what he could have done? Said hello at 11.
Said hello at 11. He knows what time the show's over.
We're the embarrassing. We're the embarrassing friends. Like we're his embarrassing hometown friends while he's hanging out with his new city friends.
You know what it says on his resume? Internship, Sirius
XM. Guarantee doesn't say
That's not true.
And
That's not true.
They go, what show? What show were you with? He goes, oh, I was with Sirius XM. I've done stuff with the mashup.
Yeah, he'll say he won't say Norton and Roberts.
No.
He'll go like J&S or Jim and Sam, but the mashup.
I did stuff with the mashup.
Had Taylor Swift in recently, and he'll make that the conversation.
Probably just says talk programming.
Yeah,
talk programming, bunch of stuff.
You invited him
very
to the
much.
party.
Oh, you did. Jim invited you into his home, dude.
That's right.
And by the way, also, you clearly have been awake. You said you called in because Mike texted you, because Mike's a good producer. Shout out to Mike Montone. But you've been awake. You used to listen to the show. I'll bet you could tell me the last 7 songs that the mashup played.
That's what he's listening to, hoping for a mention.
Yes, he's hoping for a mention.
He's hoping he made a splash.
Wow, we had Jordy in here.
No,
between Camila Cabello.
When I was at the mashup, it was like a week and a half after Jim's party, and I didn't want to seem like I was stalking you guys.
Oh yeah. You just thought of that just now.
Yeah, but meanwhile, you'll show up at my house and drink my liquor.
I didn't even drink your liquor. Oh my God.
There's no way, by the way, it was not a week and a half after Jim's party, because they just told me about it yesterday, and I see Nicole every single week.
No, it was not. Like, it was before I was at 30 Rock. It was before
That's horseshit.
Anything. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
You think he's lying?
Yes.
Yeah, he's lying to cover his bases.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's honestly spinning a web of lies.
Yeah, the lies add up, Jordy.
This is a house of cards that you've built, Jordy.
Yeah, it sure is.
All right.
What time do you start at 30 Rock?
10 a.m.
Nice. What have you been doing with Jim Fallon?
You know,
your favorite.
Running around, getting him his scripts.
Nice.
You know.
Is he nice to you?
I haven't really talked to the man.
Oh. We talked to you, and you betrayed us.
Yeah.
That's not even true. My resume, I'll send you a copy of my resume. It says Jim Norton and Sam Roberts right on there.
I can hear you typing.
Yeah. He's changing it real quick.
Oh, real quick. We're getting a resume.
We're not getting the 30 Rock resume.
No, it's not going on LinkedIn. That's for sure.
I'm telling you what it says on there.
What'd you do with the mashup? So how long were you with the mashups?
Yeah.
For like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I just sat in, you know.
Could be an hour.
Half hour, 48 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. So what were you doing while the hits were playing?
Vibing. I'm telling them play some more Camila, get the party going.
There's no way you were vibing because there's no vibe in that studio because they listen to the same exact songs every single day.
Yeah.
Multiple times a day.
Yeah.
They play 7 different songs.
I was vibing. I don't know about the rest of the people, but I was vibing. I mean, there was no MC Hammer pumps and a bump. That's my favorite. Or like Nelly tip drill. But
okay, see, he's making fun of us now. He's making fun of us for being out of touch. I'm telling you,
those are the hits.
He's making fun of us for being out of touch.
Yeah.
And it feels bad.
It doesn't feel good.
No, it does not. We gave him everything.
Yeah, humor is supposed to bring people together, not humiliate.
That's right. You're tearing us apart.
You loved him.
Oh my God.
We loved you.
I love you guys too.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
This isn't how you show love.
No,
this is how you show hate and disdain.
You like handing scripts to Jim Fallon.
That's right, and hanging out with the mashups.
And I bet you never told him that you were on our program.
No, you said, oh yeah, I was just there with the morning mashup.
I didn't say either of those things to him. My introduction to him is not going to be, hey, you guys ever listen to...
I believe that your introduction to him included the phrase, this ain't my first rodeo. And that's when you brought up the morning mashup.
Yeah.
I was just with the mashups not too long ago.
I've been around celebs before. Yeah. Now, have you actually met him or no?
A couple of times, but like in passing. It was like a hey thing.
Yeah.
He probably suggests the mashups for skits.
Probably. Yeah. Hey, I got some radio folks that could do good skits.
If you want to help me, if you want me to go on the mashup and promote, you can have you guys call.
Yep.
I'll promote the Tonight Show guests.
Yep. Those guys are my friends. Which guys? Oh, the mashups?
Stop trying to make big connections.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's trying to do, right?
He's trying to connect people.
You think he's networking?
Yeah. Stop trying to be a kingmaker.
What did you guys talk about when they were playing the hits? Because there's a lot of hits.
No, it's more like what conversations did you attempt to start?
Did you ever catch a vibe that they were like your conversations just weren't catching on? That they would give you short and curt answers.
Like, were you going to say something? All of a sudden, one of the hands went up and they started talking into the mic, and then you realize, oh, they're back on the air. So I think that hey, you're with the mashup, and the hands go up. The silent hands go up.
Listen. But here's the thing that neither the mashup or the Tonight Show are having is a Halloween party, and I was told that
we might
get some Halloween party.
I forgot about.
Yeah,
Jordan was at one point invited to the Halloween parade. That has to be put under real scrutiny.
Yeah, maybe this year you could dress up as a person who cares about Jim and Sam.
Yeah,
no one will recognize you.
Jim and Sam.
You're gonna be. I know what your Halloween costume is. Brutus.
Yeah, there you go. Benedict Arnold.
Yeah, at 2.
Listen, I'm right down the street from you.
You should dress up as Bernie Madoff because he was a traitor.
He was a traitor. He ruined people's lives.
Real quick and say hello if you guys want to see me.
I don't want to see you right now. I can't be held responsible for my actions if I saw you.
Yeah, it's too late.
Bernie Madoff ruined people's lives with all of his lying, which is what you've done.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you spun a real web of intrigue.
Yeah. What did you talk to Stan about?
Yeah.
Just about his start in radio.
Oh, he must have loved that's what you want to talk about when you're on the air.
I don't know. Something tells me that Stan likes to kind of
philosophical.
Yeah. Sit under the old learning tree.
Yeah.
Did you catch the vibe from anyone in the room that it was like when you left and said like, okay, like thanks guys for having me in? Was it because you kind of realized like you've overstayed your welcome? Was there any vibe of anyone going like, okay, Jordan, like what are we gonna make this?
No, they were actually very delightful to me. It's you guys are the only job I've ever I've ever worked in where I have to dodge the word cunt coming at me every day.
Okay, well, it's a life skill, you know.
Yeah. Plus, you might want to try to catch it. I think it'll be good for you. Yeah. Stop running away from it.
And by the way, that does tell me that you didn't have much of a conversation with Nicole.
Yeah. Yeah, because she referred to you as one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I gotta.
Oh,
of course.
Real quick. How's your mom?
Yeah.
Troy wants to know how your mom's doing.
How's mommy?
Tell her I said
my
hi.
mom? She's doing great. Doing great.
You have to go, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got a couple minutes here, Tom.
Yeah, you got to go fetch a script for Jim Fallon or something, or maybe a couple aspirin.
Yeah.
I'll do that, Jim. I'll do that.
I need a cup of coffee, a couple aspirin, and a bacon, egg, and cheese right now.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, guys. Right. Love you guys. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye, Jordan.
I thought he did only more. That's why sometimes you don't even make a comment. I felt like he did more damage.
In this call?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Of course he did. He let him dig his own grave.
Yeah.
Like, we're not walking away from that going, oh, Jordy's a real good dude.
No, not at all.
What do you think now that because you didn't know that information, right?
It's, it doesn't surprise me.
Nah.
Because he's one of those guys that, wants to make things about him.
You think he's a climber?
Well, remember there was pictures being had outside. He had to jump in the photo. Remember that?
There was all up in the song, all up in the video.
videos.
He's like P. Diddy for a lot of reasons.
That's right.
There's a picture. There is a picture I saw from Jim's party. I think it's with Phil Selman.
Oh yeah,
and of course, and Jordy had to jump in the back of that one.
Oh yeah, he was passing out his business card.
That's right, he was.
So you know what I mean? Like
he wore a T-shirt with his social media handle.
Jordy is scum.
That's right.
Hey, you know who always stops by to say hello?
Who's that?
Baby Frank.
Yep.
Baby Frank. They just don't make him like Baby Frank.
Well, he's in the building, technically,
and he always.
But he still makes it a point.
He makes it a point to always say hello.
Sure.
He keeps inviting Travis to do his podcast.
You said you were going to do it, right?
Travis has said he'll do it.
I told him to email me. He hasn't emailed me.
What's the podcast about?
I have no idea.
Baby Frank's
Corporal?
That's just a general talk show.
Yeah.
He likes to hit all the topics.
Well, I want to know Baby Frank's take on the...
Baby Frank's got ideas.
Okay. And he's probably got a pretty hot take on the issues of the day, right?
Yeah. Oh, Baby Frank loves radio.
Like, he fucking rules.
I have
dude.
never met anyone who legitimately loves the radio industry across the board as much as Baby Frank.
Well, there's one person you haven't met.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, you're right. I haven't met him.
Yeah, you don't know radio love.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true. A man whose love for radio can only be matched with his love for Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah.
And having interns make them.
Oh yes.
Would he?
Oh my God.
Oh, that was his thing.
I talked to...
What's an Arnold Palmer?
It's a mixture of lemonade and iced tea.
Oh, that must make your mouth dry.
Well, you can just get an Arnold Palmer, but you can also send an intern down to get you an iced tea and a bottle of lemonade, and then have the intern come back upstairs, and while the show is on, have them mix in the just the right amounts that you've trained them to mix in, and then have them, spin it.
Would that... Do you think that would make my mouth dry?
Well, I never mind an Arnold Palmer.
They're delicious.
They are
I'm
delicious.
sure, but the sugar would dry me out.
No.
They're good.
But...
He loved that power dynamic of, I am the king, you serve me.
Why did they call that? Was that what Arnold Palmer would drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could walk by the store where you get it on the way in.
But you could also get them pre-made. Amazon.
They make
like
it.
Amazon Iced Tea makes Arnold Palmer with Arnold Palmer on the can.
I don't like how you say Palmer.
Palmer.
No one
I was
likes
trying to. I was trying to get past it.
It's
I didn't
Arnold
like
Palmer,
how.
but no one likes how you say Arnold Palmer.
I didn't like how I said it either. That's why I was like slowed it down.
Say it. Here's it.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
See, like that to me is infuriating.
Yeah.
He did that many times.
E-Rock was on to something.
All right, careful.
He humbled the interns. We don't humble them.
No, we raise them up, but then they just shit on us.
I know, because we're dumb.
I'll probably replace Jordan for Halloween with Baby Frank.
That'd be great. I'll tell you this, Baby Frank, as funny as the Halloween shows are historically, Baby Frank probably gave me the biggest laugh of any Halloween show ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Iaconelli is the GOAT Halloween costume from this show.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
Nobody has even come close to Mike Iaconelli, famous fisherman from New Jersey.
And the explanation.
Famous fisherman from New Jersey.
Don't you know?
Wait, you like that better than...
I don't want to compare.
You thought that was better than Jeff?
Man,
Jeff.
Jim's getting insulted just left and right.
Which Jeff?
Jeff the fireman, master of fish.
No, I took Jeff. Jeff's obviously number one. Jeff the fireman, master of fish.
He was talking about non-host.
Non-host.
Oh,
yeah. Staff cousins, because obviously, you're the creative master.
When was that party?
Look how infuriating that is.
It's
a couple weeks ago?
I think it would have been the week before. It was not a couple weeks ago.
August 26th, yeah.
That's when the picture
over
went
a month ago. It was a week before Labor Day.
It was the 25th. It's my birthday.
Oh, right.
That's right. It was scheduled on your birthday when you were out of town.
Oh, right. And, yeah.
Yeah, so it was...
It was 5.5 weeks ago.
Right.
God, it feels like much.
I know.
Yeah. That's the...
Because I look fatter there.
Yeah.
But I was on my diet, but I still look fatter.
You just getting started, getting the wheels rolling.
But that's annoying for Phil Selman.
Why? He thought he had a great photo.
Well, because he wanted a picture with Jim and Nikki.
I'll be 100% honest with you. He may have been encouraged to jump into that one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it didn't take much, reportedly, but he may have been encouraged to jump into that one. That's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Not the greatest information I received.
Daddy has to tinkle.
Well,
and I'm a little nauseous, so I'm going to get an RX bar.
Just
from the caffeine, I think. Sometimes
empty stomach, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Not terrible.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a break.
Let's do it. And for the Wi-Fi, because I'm on the guest Wi-Fi here,
hey!
It's actually faster to have somebody fucking actually write down what's going on and send it to me through the mail.
Yeah, I think...
Don't put a spy virus on there.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not on the Wi-Fi at all. I think you have to log in with your corporate thing, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's not letting me do it.
Yeah, I just use cell service.
It's crazy. They have guests, but it sucks.
I usually give you this one, but
what do you think this is, Circuit City?
That one won't let me on.
No, I know. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't do internet. I don't know.
What is this, your fourth place?
Well, is there a, maybe the password changed. Huh? Maybe the password changed.
Even not... Here, let me try to do something.
You try to do something? Go ahead.
Yeah, well,
all right.
That's
shocking. Don't tweet things that I'll get yelled at for.
Getting yelled at for.
Don't hack my device and tweet things I
don't
want.
Don't hack, dude. I was hacked.
Yeah, don't send Jim McClure photo of my genitals.
What? Just trying to think of good-natured
the good-natured things you can do. Don't send bomb threats to people.
Yeah, with a picture of my genitals.
Don't send a picture of my genitals dangling seductively out of my zipper.
We're all having a good time.
Yeah, we're just having some fun, and you're helping me get onto the Wi-Fi. Don't send Jim McClure a picture of my open anus with two of my fingers in it.
We're having a rambunctious good time.
This is all about just gently poking the company and having some fun. That's all it is.
That's my urethra.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's being prodded.
Yeah, don't send a picture to Jim McClure of me peeling back the whole of my penis and exposing the soft pink skin inside.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Boys will be boys.
Don't send a picture of my sounding rods. Let's keep it clean. Yeah.
Don't send him that picture of the peanut in my pee hole. It's an alliteration. It's fun.
Yeah, I just thought it was really adorable to have penis peanut, and all of a sudden, that's not working.
And all of a sudden, here we are.
Oh, I hope he didn't put some type of a spy tracking device on there. That every time I cross a certain boundary, Jim McClure is sent a photograph of a pile of dog feces.
All those photos would have to already be on your phone.
No, they would probably just go and get them from the computer somewhere and upload them.
I've been documenting dog feces I come in contact with for quite some time.
No, I think it'd be a spy virus he put on there.
You never know, right?
Yeah. Thank you anyway.
Yeah. Hey,
what do you got?
Will Smith, it seems like, is trying to make a big comeback.
My hero.
That's what I'm thinking. You finally, a lot of the comedy community is forgiving him, I bet.
After this.
Yes. The filmmaker behind Men in Black said that, that shoot was, for all intents and purposes, a great shoot that went according to schedule and everything, except Will Smith is a farter. One fart was so bad we evacuated the stage for about 3 hours, and that's incredible.
Even I've never cleared a stage for 3 hours.
Well, I don't think the stage was cleared for 3 hours, but I do believe. I mean, it had to be a powerful flatulence.
I'm sure it was a great gasser.
Well, and you think about it too. I was thinking about this. Like, Will keeps himself in good shape and puts on muscle mass.
Protein
farts. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy protein farts that really, and I can't believe it's taken this long for it to get out. But it probably is, again, damage control. What if people find out how prolific my gassers are? Mm-hmm. Oh, that could help. That could help a lot. According to Sonnenfeld, the incident occurred during the scene in which Smith and Jones, Tommy Lee Jones must have been furious.
Yeah. Al Gore was my roommate.
Who was that an impression of?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, okay.
Al Gore was my roommate.
Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee?
Yeah.
Tommy Lee?
We were college roommates, me and Al Gore. Now I got to smell this?
That sounds like you just know one trivia fact about Tommy Lee.
That's a very big one.
No, it's interesting.
Sure.
It is interesting.
I was in Coal Miner's Daughter, and I was roommates with Al Gore, and I got to smell this shit.
The second one I didn't know. The first one I was aware.
Yeah, of course. Hell, I played homosexual in JFK. I was in Coal Miner's Daughter. And I was roommates with Al Gore, and I got to smell this shit.
The first two I knew. The third one, that's news to me. That's interesting. Yeah, he probably turned into the bad half of Two-Face after this fart. He played right. Two-Face in the Schumacher movies, although he decided to play him like the Joker. Decided to play Two-Face as if only the one face were in control. There was no human part of Two-Face.
I bombed in a Batman movie. Roommates with Al Gore, and I got to smell this shit.
Really?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's running around going, what is that? The hell is that?
Troy's upset.
Why? I can't do impressions now?
You understand, Troy, that part of radio is good Foley work?
Thank you. I'm not allowed to do my Tommy Lee Jones impersonation?
You don't want Jim to be a radio performer?
No, I do.
We're doing the best Tommy Lee Jones had to deal with Will Smith's fart material in the medium right now.
Yeah.
And it's part of it is because of the Foley work.
You're right.
Finally.
Said the incident occurred during the scene in which Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones are in a transforming car that travels at hyperspeed and then flips over. Well, anybody would get nervous during that.
Sure.
In order to film the sequence, the two actors had to be hermetically sealed in the pod that was being used for the car. Then Will Smith was being silly.
He was being cute.
Oh yeah. There are locks to prevent it from opening and falling, Sonnenfeld said. I say roll camera, and I hear Will Smith go, "Oh Jesus, so sorry, Tommy, so sorry."
Oh.
Boz, get the ladder. And you hear Tommy saying, "That's fine, Will. No worries, Will. Don't worry, Will." Anyway, I don't know what's going on, right? So, I mean, this is a long fart story.
Yeah.
I was hoping that it would kind of be wrapped up in that paragraph.
Yeah.
So we race the ladder over. Yeah, Tommy reaches his leg out as the ladder is coming over, races down the stairs, and what happened was Will Smith is a farter. Well, I mean, hypothetically.
And he said he was sorry.
According to reports, everyone's a farter. It's just some people are. And you really don't want to be inside a very small, hermetically sealed space with a Will Smith fart. You don't even want to be sitting next to him at the Disney Ranch. It's a very open-air space.
Yeah.
We evacuated the stage for about 3 hours, and that's incredible. No,
they probably had lunch coming up.
Yeah, he's, a lovely guy, just he farts. Some do, some don't. Oh, I like that. Barry is his first name, Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah.
He's asserting that there are some who do not fart. That's me.
I didn't come here to get farted on.
You have any experience?
I've been in a lot of movies.
Really? What'd you do before movies?
I co-starred Sissy Spacek.
Why? I remember that. That was
Coal Miner's Daughter, boy.
I think we discussed that earlier, but Coal Miner's...
roommates with Al Gore.
Really?
Former Vice President of the United States.
Al Gore.
Yeah, Inconvenient Truth.
Right. I remember that doc. Yep.
On the inauguration.
Wow, I would imagine, you were roommates, you said.
In Harvard.
Wow. And Sissy Spacek was
she played Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, that's right. It was a story about her life.
Coal miner's daughter.
It's just you have such a large body of work. You just insist on keep bringing up
JFK. Did I mention that?
Yep. You admit so far what you mentioned.
I spilled a little something on my lap. Oh, let me get that.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon reached over and grabbed my shaft.
He did?
Yeah, homosexual.
Okay. I mean, the characters.
Nah, in real life, he's homosexual. During rehearsal.
I don't think anybody knows that.
He grabbed my shaft.
Okay, Tommy Lee Jones.
I told him I want to tell Kira Sedgwick, and he left.
Kira Sedgwick? You mean his real-life wife?
That's right. That's all I'm going to tell her.
Because this was real life, not the characters. Yep. I see Tommy Lee Jones. I don't think anybody...
John Candy came in and called me F-word.
On the set of JFK.
Yeah, I did.
Sure.
What's queer?
It's weird. Because John Candy was known as being so friendly.
Yeah, a bunch of lies. Wow. Yeah. He said to Walter Matthau, I hope you have a stroke.
Dropping slurs like that. Wishing strokes, that's unfortunate to hear. That's really going to change the legacy of John Candy.
Unfortunately.
Man. I just insist on bringing up JFK and coal miner's daughter almost exclusively.
I talked to Kim Costner at Craft Services. I said, you need to do a 6-hour cowboy saga.
Who would have thought 30 years later he would take you up on that and it'd be a failure?
Always a failure.
They say Tommy Lee Jones, this is true, that he apparently he hated Jim Carrey.
In that movie?
In Batman? Because Jim Carrey played the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones played Two-Face. And you couldn't tell on screen. But I guess Tommy Lee Jones, I don't know if he felt like Jim Carrey wasn't up to snuff as far as an actor or that Jim Carrey was upstaging him the whole time, and that's why he ended up playing Two-Face so big, because he played Two-Face way too big. Made no sense.
Yes.
It was one face, just the over-the-top villain face. He played him basically like Jack Nicholson played the Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jim Carrey might have told the story on Norm Macdonald's podcast. Yeah. Where he was like that he encountered Tommy Lee Jones later. And Tommy was like, I hated you.
Were they friendly after?
No, I think they saw each other, and Jim Carrey said hello, and all Tommy Lee hated him. Hated him from the experience.
Is it because he was so big on the set, and then Tommy Lee Jones couldn't keep up, off camera even?
Maybe, and that's
I bet he kept changing takes and doing different lines.
I'll bet he improv'd a lot, and I'll bet he was wacky on set.
Tommy Lee Jones is trying to do his line, and then he sees the Riddler walking. Yeah. He's like, ugh.
Tommy Lee Jones feels more like what's the dude's name that played the patriarch?
John Barrymore.
That's not what I was thinking of. Well, Tommy, would you let me finish? He played the patriarch in Succession.
Oh, Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
Brian what? Heard what I said?
Yes, I did.
Pegasus.
Tom Thomerson.
Oh, damn.
Tom Thomerson.
Al Gore. What is he, a wound or something?
Because of Gore.
Agoraphobic. I was scared of him.
Okay. Hope he liked puns. Yeah. The Tommy Lee Jones strikes me more as the why don't we just act? Whereas,
yeah,
that's funny. Whereas Jim Carrey feels like he's more method. Remember, he drove everybody crazy on the set of the Andy Kaufman movie because he was acting like Andy Kaufman did on screen.
I know.
Is this the? Oh yeah, this is Jim Carrey's Tommy Lee Jones story, and I'd love it. I don't know if we could get Tommy Lee Jones to comment on Jim Carrey's recollection of what happened here. Yeah. Okay.
Sanction his buffoonery. That's what Tommy Lee Jones said to me, too. He said he couldn't sanction my buffoonery.
What movie is this?
Batman. That's when we did Batman together.
Wait, you're the star, though.
I was the star. Yeah. That was the problem. I was at a restaurant, and the maitre d' said, "Oh, Tommy, I hear you're working with Tommy Lee Jones. He's over in the corner having dinner." And I said, "Oh, yeah, great." I went over and I said, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing?" Like that, and the blood just drained from his face. It was before the biggest scene we have together in the movie, and the blood just drained from his face, and he started shaking like this, and he went to hug me, and he said, "I hate you. I really don't like you." And I said, gee, man, what's the problem? And I pulled up a chair, which probably wasn't smart. And he said, I cannot sanction your buffoonery.
I cannot sanction your buffoonery.
It's a true story.
Yeah, you didn't want to sanction the buffoonery.
I don't want to sanction it.
Okay, no, I get that. Well, you used to work with people like, who was it?
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford. Well, yeah, that's another movie, right?
Sure was.
Yeah.
Down No Hand or whatever it was called.
No, I don't think that's what it was called.
Man with No Hand who killed someone.
I'm pretty sure that was not the name of the movie.
Yeah, it was. Man with No Hand who killed someone.
Yeah, no, I think that you spoiled the ending, but that wasn't what that film.
Yeah, innocent man accused, guilty man has one hand.
Okay, that's a long title. Must have been an ellipses in there somewhere. Yeah, I do love when you hear stories of co-stars that hated each other on set. I cannot sanction your buffoonery. You have to know when you're saying things like that you also might be the problem.
Sure.
When quotes like that are coming out of your mouth.
Of course.
Maybe you're taking things a little too seriously. It's not exactly a Tim Burton Batman. It's a Joel Schumacher Batman.
Yeah.
It's designed for buffoonery. Although that was the first Joel Schumacher Batman. So Tommy Lee Jones probably thought he was like signing up for one of like the good ones.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the Tim Burton, like serious, like, oh, this is kind of redefining the superhero genre.
Yeah, not realizing.
Yeah, no. Joel Schumacher has the reins here.
I cannot sanction your buffoonery.
That's right.
Yeah.
That sucks for Tommy Lee Jones.
It does.
It's like you could be in a Christopher Nolan Batman, or you could be in a Tim Burton Batman.
Sure.
Joel Schumacher Batman. I mean, it's a bummer.
You're saying that's not ideal.
Which Batman were you in? Oh, no, it's the Tim Burton franchise.
No, not that one.
Joel Schumacher.
Yeah.
How was he to work with?
I didn't like him.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Kept kissing that fruity comedian's behind.
Fruity?
Yep.
He sanctioned his buffoonery?
Sanctioned his buffoonery.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that at all.
I mean, that's kind of a dick move to hug the guy you're doing a scene with.
But maybe he really had that visceral hatred for him.
I know, but you're doing a scene together the next day. I wonder if they ever made up after that at the end of the shoot.
Probably not. Feels like Tommy Lee Jones would know I can live my life without ever having to interact with this guy ever again. That's what I'm going to choose to do instead.
And he's a big enough star.
I starred in the film. The guilty one is the one with one arm.
Yeah. Guilty got one arm, did it. Always one arm.
It was. But the only reason I know that is because I believe it's referenced by Jim Carrey, I think in The Mask. Yeah, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. That's from The Mask. Which is a reference, of course, to The Accused. Starring Tommy Lee Jones.
That wasn't called The Accused.
Wasn't that The Accused?
No, The Accused. Remember you said that was a great comedy you loved.
No, I remember The Accused.
You would always talk about The Accused and how funny it was. I was really shocked. I was like, come on, man.
No, I didn't say that because I
remember.
Did. I remember.
I went to your house that time and I heard you laughing.
No.
I said, Jess, what's he doing? And she's like, he's downstairs watching a movie. And I go down and you're literally watching The Accused and you're slapping your leg. You didn't know I was there.
No, I conflated the Tommy Lee Jones movie with The Accused.
He was just alone on the sofa downstairs, doubled over.
No, I wish laughter. I wish I had not conflated those two films, but it's led us into with
a pounding erection.
No,
I said, Sam, come on.
It's led us into a riff that I cannot.
I'm like, what are you watching?
I'm not going to sanction this buffoonery. No. The Accused was the same era, different film.
Yeah, surprised you would enjoy that so much.
I didn't. No,
it was not a comedy, by the way.
Well, it wasn't intended to be a comedy.
I know, but
genre is in the eye of the beholder.
I was shocked.
Mark Cuban has been on the podcast circuit bragging about his American Airlines lifetime pass.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's right.
He said that when he first got really rich, one of the big first purchases he made was that he got drunk. He was intoxicated. And he realized that at first, I don't care about a giant house right now. I'm sure he has a giant house today, but at the moment, I don't care about a giant house. I don't care about a fancy car, but I fly everywhere.
Yep.
So he got drunk, And he called American Airlines and said, "Do you have a lifetime pass?" And they said they did. And that's when they don't have it anymore. I think they canceled it later than you would think. They only canceled it a few years ago.
He bought one for his dad too.
He transferred it over.
Okay. Because you could have bought a buddy pass with it.
He did buy a buddy pass with it. So,
he did.
But he transferred the whole thing over to his dad because I don't think he flies commercial anymore. But he said he paid $125,000 for like the lifetime pass, but then upgraded. So I think the $125,000 was for coach. And they give you, it's like...
It was for coach?
Yeah. And that's why he upgraded. Well, because he said he upgraded. So when he said he upgraded, I assumed it meant...
I wonder if that was upgrading with a buddy pass.
No, because he said he bought it with
okay.
A companion.
Wow. A companion, yeah. And they are doing a thing now where American Airlines is trying so hard to take that away from people.
But, I mean...
They won't take it from his father, like...
I think I think he's transferred it... I guess you can transfer it too, which seems like a terrible idea, but... I think he said that he transferred it to his father and then transferred it to somebody else after the father.
Wow, yes you can.
Yeah.
But I mean...
I think the money too, like I'm sorry to keep interrupting you.
That's okay.
But I think that the money, how much it cost was based on your age. So they almost did it like medical insurance.
Oh.
Where if you're 30 and buying this thing, it's going to cost way more than if you're 60 or 70 and buying this thing.
That's fair. They call senior discounts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a brilliant, and they still, I don't think they have that. I'm sure there are still some, but you got the miles too. You got the miles, you got the status, and I think you could get on any flight and they would bump people off the flight if there was no tickets available. You could literally board any American Airlines flight first class. I don't even know how much notice you have to
That's crazy if that's true.
Is that true? Can we look at I believe that is.
I feel like he said that. This story has to be in the running for stories that have made news.
When Magic Johnson got bumped off the flight.
No, I mean I've heard this. Like this story's been around for over 10 years.
Mark Cuban having a lifetime American Airlines pass is a very old.
I couldn't
story.
believe it when I saw it yesterday in the Post. Like
it's making the rounds again.
Yeah, this is such an old story.
Yeah. I think they said that they canceled the program, but like within the last 10 years.
Yeah. They stopped accepting new AirPass memberships and renewals in 2022 and closed the program in March 2024.
Wait, they were doing that in 2022? How much did it cost? It was over $1 million.
Yeah, it's probably incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
Especially for first.
But they're not. But the program is closed.
The airline eventually discontinued the offer, started charging a flat rate for frequent business travelers, which is what the AirPass membership was.
Oh, okay.
So there's a different way. Yeah.
There's a different way. But they're not. But they're not taking away old ones. They can't. It's a contract.
Yes, and also I think the way he described it, it sounded like they just end up giving you like a ton of miles. Like that's how they do it. So you can buy your flights with miles, and you have enough miles that you'll never run out.
Oh, is that what they do?
I think so.
So you can buy the flights with miles.
I think that's how I kind of read it.
But do you have to? I wonder how many miles they give you. 25 million miles,
whatever it is that you would never conceivably
ever need to use.
Yeah, and they like re-up, I'm sure.
And then every time you fly, you get miles for it or something. I wonder, because I think there was no limit. It was first class anywhere in the world. Mm-hmm. Guys would just go to Paris to have a meal.
That's just fun. That's what a flex.
Yeah, what if? But. They try to find all these technicalities, how people violated the contract so they could take it away.
Sure. Yeah, I mean...
Because it cost them so much more than they thought it would.
I want to say maybe 13 years ago or so, Sirius was doing the lifetime subscriptions for people. They don't do that. There's no way they do that anymore.
Right.
It was like... And it wasn't even that crazy of a price. I think it was like for the cost of less than 10 years, you could get a lifetime... subscription. Now, I don't know how that's gone because they've changed things so much where it's like, well, now there's tiers, now there's this, now there's that, now you get that. So I don't know if that's how those upgrades and stuff work with it.
Right.
Yeah, it's always something.
One day, Magic Johnson got bumped from a flight because Mark Cuban.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where was it? LAX.
I don't know.
And then you can bump, I guess you can get on. Do you need to give them any notice at all?
I don't know.
Or just flash a badge.
Yeah, like, can you walk up? Will they remove people from a plane if you think that was kind of shitty?
So recalled how he once casually decided to go to Barcelona for his 30th birthday just because a friend suggested it. There was no planning, no booking, just walking up to the airport and flying away.
Wow.
During one flight, the airline needed to make room for Cuban and his companion, and the unlucky person booted off the plane was Magic Johnson. According to Cuban, Johnson had no idea why he was being bumped, likely didn't realize it was because of Cuban's air pass. He said, I've said it to him, but he doesn't remember, Cuban says.
That's nuts.
Oh, he doesn't remember being bumped off. Ironic, they're both involved with basketball. Yeah, that is an interesting story, though.
Yeah.
I could talk to him about flying all day.
Sure.
Even though I did get called to that meeting with Mark Cuban's company. I was like, oh, okay, we had just interviewed him. And they're like, you're here. It was at the Soho House.
They didn't know who
I was furious.
When you think that they're pitching you something and
they thought I wanted to pitch to them. Like, yeah, what are the ideas you got? I'm like, what? What the fuck is this?
So annoying.
It was so fucking annoying.
I'm not here to sell myself.
What do you think? I'm not fucking.
You called this meeting,
and the thing they were pitching was not impressive at all. It was they had something, but it was like what?
You could have done this over the phone.
Why am I in the Soho House?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You didn't get the hobnob after that though. A little rubbing elbows with the elite.
Fucking despise that place. It's everything. It's every fucking tool who wants to feel like they're at the big party.
Yeah.
Like the big party.
They actually recently had their jump the shark moment. You know what it was?
No.
Do you want to say it or should I? Go ahead. Hot Dog sending an Instagram photo from the Soho House. That was the official. That was documented.
Yeah, it's finished.
As the jump the shark moment when Hot Dog posted a photo from the pool at the Soho House. Well, it's official. Anyone gets in.
What an overrated place.
Yeah. Are you worried at all about this longshoreman strike? They're saying that this could really
it could cause a problem. I mean,
slow stuff down.
Guys like that or the truckers.
Yeah.
I mean, they have so much more to do with the country running smoothly than people give them credit for. Or you don't think about longshoremen. You don't think about the supply chain. Yeah, you don't think about the over-the-road truck drivers, but those guys, I think 75% of products would just stop being available if those guys actually stop doing what they do.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a week of them stopping, your life is affected for months.
Well, after COVID or during COVID, too, the supply chain fuck-ups, I mean, look what it did. It just,
And it turned, but not only does it make things difficult to get, it turns everybody into maniacs. People are already going out and trying to stock up on toilet paper again, even though it's probably toilet paper is not going to be affected.
Yeah.
But at the same, that's the best. That's the best part is that 90% of toilet paper and paper towels are made in the United States and Canada,
which was really the same thing as the pandemic. It was like the wipes were all disappearing because everybody wanted to sterilize everything, and then for some reason everybody was like, "And the toilet paper." This COVID, I'm wiping my ass until it chafes. I need way more toilet paper. Like there was no reason for people to be stocking up on toilet paper,
right?
No, but then you did because others were.
Of course. And then they would say on the news, look at this guy. He's got a garage full of toilet paper. And you're like, oh, boy, I better camp out outside the Stop and Shop.
Oh, for the love of Eve.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want to use the language, but yeah. Yeah.
I bought $100 worth yesterday.
Of toilet paper?
Yeah.
That could be one roll where things are going into Bidenomics. Huh?
Whoa, I didn't know we were going to get political here. Actually, it was that cheap one-ply stuff. So he has got.
That's all I use.
Travis has 3 rooms full.
Yeah, all of his fingers smell like shit.
That's right.
Pokes right through.
I'll have $100 of your finest wipes. Yeah, no, it's more it's all the overseas stuff, obviously, which is, I mean, most products.
Yeah.
But,
bananas.
Yeah.
Bananas. 75% of our bananas come through those ports.
That's right.
I know where most of them wind up. In your house.
That's why I need the toilet paper.
Right. Yeah. This banana's not ripe. No, that's not why it's brown.
Yeah,
it's actually fine.
Yeah.
Just peel it.
He brings it back. This is no good. And they're like, I don't think that this is an old banana. Why? I think he's been putting it in his rump.
They whisper that.
Yeah.
And I go,
with the manager. The cashier takes it.
No, I haven't.
And there's 4 brown bananas, but they're brown halfway up into the stem as well.
They say, don't look now.
The entire banana and halfway up the stem.
Why would that part turn brown?
I mean, that's just when you just got that little joker by the fingertips.
Yeah, there's a little pinch worth.
Yeah.
Don't look now, the banana smuggler is back.
One move in and you're going to have to go to the hospital to have it removed.
Why is he walking like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why are we missing a bushel?
Yes. He's browning a banana.
No, more than one.
So yeah, stock up on bananas.
Yeah. Well, if you freeze them, you can stick them in the long way, the wide way, you know?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you got to stock up.
I don't know.
You never know.
Otherwise, you can be stuck throwing oranges up there, and that's nobody likes.
That's no fun for anyone.
No. You got me sitting on pineapples. This is painful. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they work it out. Stuff like that, like you really just have to, you can't fuck around with it. You just have to work it out. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be fuckery. There always is.
Yeah. Always is fuckery.
Oh, somebody wants to get on you over this, Jim.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. You better buckle up, Jimbo. Chuck in Boston.
What would happen if the ports decided, okay, now we're going as much automation as we can. We're not hiring the union back, and because they're not under contract, I don't think, right now, and we don't need your shit, so we're just going to hire regular people. What do you think would happen?
I think unions overextend and a lot of times protect shit workers and justify any behavior, but they are needed. I mean, I think I don't trust big businesses to be good to employees because unions were formed because big businesses were not good to employees.
Well, they say that in Detroit, paying somebody to push a broom around for $32 is what destroyed the auto industry in Detroit.
Right, which could be.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
I don't agree with unions on that.
Right, exactly. There's abuses.
I've dealt with union people that work in the union. If you go and try to open a door, that's my job.
That's where they become infuriating. Or when you're at a venue and you want to put a fucking bottle of water on the stool, the guy's got to do it. Or they fucking take 35 or 40% of your merch money.
Well, if I'm going to put him out of work by opening the door for him, maybe we don't fucking need him in his $30 an hour job. Get rid of him. That's what we need. We need to crack down on these fucking scumbag unions.
You are not pro worker, are you, Chuck? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just want a livable wage for some of these folks.
Yeah.
Eric in Colorado. What's up, Eric?
Hey, guys. So in China, there is a container port. I think it's called Devil's Hill or something.
Fuck yeah! Wait, what?
100%.
Okay.
It's 100% automated, and it runs at like 98% efficiency, which eclipses every human-operated port, container port in the world.
Yeah, but
and I haul containers. So I deal with some of these longshoremen a couple times a year at the ports, and they think way too fucking much of themselves.
I didn't realize we had such an anti-longshoreman contingency listening this morning.
Yeah, a bunch of commie fruits.
This contract these guys want, when it's done, they will be making $70 an hour plus benefits. They are currently the highest paid union workers in the country.
That's sick.
There is a point where they get to be fucking, like the idea if anyone does a non-union job, they put a big rat up. It's like because you don't feel like overpaying for work. They overextend all the time and drive me crazy.
But if they are overextending that far, right, like overvaluing what they're doing, and they're aware that we have the technology, like globally, it exists, that you can automate these things, what is the thinking behind not going like, okay, maybe we're asking for too much, they're going to start automating if we keep going this route? I
mean, that's just, people overvalue. What are they going to do? Get machine? Yeah. I mean, the auto industry was probably also destroyed by machines. Not just guys pushing brooms, but the fact that every single thing on the line, or almost everything, can be done better by a machine and inspected by a person maybe. But
sure.
There's no way people are going to do things as efficiently on a 24-hour cycle. The machines don't need health benefits. They need repairs. They don't get sick time. They don't take days. I mean,
Yeah, but we should be talking about machine rights.
I mean, I think so.
You love that.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Eventually they will be.
100%.
With robots? Yeah.
These robots, you see them all over the place now. And I just don't know anymore, Jim. I just don't know.
I don't know.
You think robot rights will be machine rights will be a big thing?
Once robots look human and once they communicate with whatever is their feelings, yes, 100%.
I wonder if they'll use that to manipulate us. Because robots won't have feelings, right? They're just robots.
But hold on, when you think of it, what is like, if you break down what is a feeling?
Can I borrow a feeling? It's a song.
A feeling is like, it's just electrons or neutrons reacting a certain way. We think it's this like
What
thing.
about the soul?
But there is, again, it's all physical things. We can kind of trace it to physical things. If you break it down, it's all a physical or chemical reaction. So what's the difference between that? You know what I mean? Like in a computer reaction, it's not going to be as different as people think. If you break it down, we really are just, people think feelings are this thing that attaches to a spirit, but it's really like just this rushes here, that rushes here, they connect and then causes that.
You sound like the devil right now as played by Al Pacino.
But it's the truth. That really is all it is. So.
But what about the divine spirit?
I mean.
What do you think comes first? Robot rights.
Okay.
Or animal rights?
Well, animal rights already kind of exist.
No, but there's like,
What about
like,
you can't even fuck them anymore.
I'm not talking about what's right or wrong.
Yeah, did you know that?
No, I
Do you
never
know you can go to jail for eating chicken pussy?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had never tried that, but I didn't.
You got to be very dedicated to eat chicken pussy.
I'm doing it.
Because you know that they don't sit still for it.
Yeah, no.
Clawing at your chin. Doesn't even hurt, and they just don't know what it is. No one's ever done it.
Yeah, I mean, they just want to give that to you.
Alarmed at this strange feeling.
Says here you were performing what?
Like people, they're used to seeing their friends' heads get cut off. They're ready for the axe, and then you pick them up, and they feel this wet, slippery sensation back there, and the wings go crazy.
Something they've never felt.
Your Honor, I wanted to give the chicken pleasure.
Someone has to tell the guy the chickens can't come.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
You're not going to be a chicken hero.
Maybe they knew that chicken was going to get executed for a meal, and they wanted to send them to heaven before he sends them to hell.
Fuck yeah.
No, but there have been cases where, like, should this elephant be held
employed?
Well, no, we figured that out.
Figured that out. That's a callous way to say it.
Elephant will never get a raise again.
Why?
It's an overpaid elephant.
Okay.
Grossly.
Don't touch that microphone again. There's a good question. Ben in West Virginia.
What's up, Daddy and the boy?
What's up, Ben?
Hi.
So, Jim.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your big camping extravaganza?
He didn't want to talk about it, Ben. He didn't want to talk about that today.
No, I'm really not. I'm not pretending to dread it. I think it's funny. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading this shit.
He won't talk about it off the air either. Like, he won't talk about it.
Oh, it's going to be so awesome when you get back and it'd be like, I'm miserable and, oh, yeah.
I want nothing to do with it.
Can you feel it in the pit of your stomach that you're trying to avoid this dread?
Dreading it. Dreading. I had to go and buy hiking shoes.
And you hate buying new shoes. You get those ones with the holes in it.
Yeah.
You get long johns?
Yeah, but they're not as traditional as regular long johns. They're looser. But they're like undergarments. But I got to get some actual white long johns.
Yeah, make them tight too.
Yeah.
Let the world see
I put on
gifts.
a long john top and I could see, boy, there's still more weight to lose.
Well, long john tops are not fair. They're not fair.
This was very accurate.
All right. I'm glad you brought this up. Thank you, Ben.
You got to break in those hiking shoes.
You're gonna get
really bad
blisters.
I bought them, I think, even a little bigger than I should have, because they were 8s or 8.5. 8s felt snug, and they said they shouldn't be that tight. Like, I could feel the shape of my foot completely through them.
Yeah.
So I got 8.5s, and I noticed when I double sock, they fit fine.
You probably will need double socks.
Yeah, I didn't want to be in pain.
In Canada, in the cold.
Yeah.
Sleeping bag, multiple nights?
I just can't. I'm not even thinking of it.
Multiple nights? Is it multiple nights in a sleeping bag?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Do you buy your own stuff, or are they providing it?
They better provide it, because all I bought was a pair of long johns. I bought 4 pairs of socks, 2 mediums and 2 larges, just so I could double them up because it'd be cold. A pair of boots, like hiking shoes, and a couple different pairs of gloves, thinner and thicker, because they're kind of cool. I was like, I like them.
These are cool hip gloves.
Yeah, like some all-weather
stuff to wear after he's done.
Weatherproof.
Right,
yeah, things I will keep.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna be a nature man.
I realized that it's a great store. I went to REI.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
and it's great. And I wanted. And the lady's like, "You want to be a member? Shut up." No.
Why do you talk like that?
I don't want to be a fucking member.
You're a camper.
Yeah, you're going to be a camper guy.
I'm not a happy camper, T-Ball.
Troy's right. You should break those boots in. Like, maybe, like, wear them today.
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want is blisters while you're trying to go hiking.
I know. You're right. I didn't think of it. And I didn't get the ones that fit really snug, because even though they break in, I'm like, they felt weird to walk around in. Like, just not as comfy.
And you probably have a thicker sock when you're there, so you want to have a little room for that.
A little room for that, especially double socks.
Yep.
Double socks.
Double socks.
Yeah. And I got to buy pants. I only have my pants.
I hope.
I don't want to fucking buy pants. They got to ruin my fucking pants.
Yeah, well, you got to get waterproof pants. You got to get outdoor pants.
Do I?
Check the weather.
100%.
All pants are outdoor.
1,000%.
No. You got to get waterproof pants for sure.
You got them there.
I mean, what are waterproof pants? Where do they sell them? Do they sell them at REI?
Of course, they have like
Can you see if
outdoor
there's
pants.
outdoor waterproof pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can. Most pants are also suitable for indoor use.
No, I mean, you're the one that said it. Yeah, waterproof pants.
Yeah, obviously there's hiking pants.
Yeah, waterproof hiking pants.
You think you go hiking in jeans?
God, yes. I should go look at those. I'm going to go back. I'll have to go back tomorrow.
You didn't look at the pants?
Yeah.
No, because I thought, but I just thought I was going to buy jeans or something. I didn't realize.
No, dude.
Okay, I'll buy a pair of them.
You can order a bunch on Amazon that'll get here tomorrow.
I don't know what size I am.
Yeah, you can
Buy
order a
any
bunch of sizes. And then
any size that fits my waist won't fit my legs. Fat the piggy boy.
You got that fat waist, them tiny little legs.
That'd be a great way to phrase it.
Wiener.
Yeah. It's going to be great, dude. Yeah. You're going to do so well. You're going to surprise yourself.
I think so. I think he's going to enjoy it more than he thinks he is.
I know you
He's
do.
not going
I
to.
do.
I'm
I
going
really do,
to.
and I'm not-
He's not going to enjoy
the
it
things
at all.
I've had to turn down because of this.
And you're going to be thinking about that.
Get
You're not
that
going
out
to
of your
enjoy.
mind.
You won't.
Not
You're not
for 1
going.
second.
You're not going to enjoy
What?
one bit of
You
it.
won't enjoy for a second.
No, I won't. It's not me.
Because
I've done
you've
it.
never gone camping before, right?
I've done it when I was a
So
kid, and I hate the outdoors. I hate the fact that I'm gone for 2 weeks. I hate the fact that I'm going to have to sleep outdoors. I hate the fact that I had to pass up a couple of things. I had to cancel a gig. I hate everything about it.
And you're going to hate what you're doing while you're there.
Yep.
And you hate Bob Kelly.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, no, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah, they got a bunch in stock at REI.
Okay, yeah.
This is going to be the shittiest 2 weeks of your life.
I have no
guys are horrible
fucking doubt.
Why would you think he would actually enjoy it?
If I was going with a bunch of friends
I
for a
guess I'm
weekend,
more optimistic.
if I was going for a weekend,
A weekend in the summer.
just to hang out, no, because the bugs would drive you
No,
crazy.
you'd be fine. Dude, I would take bugs over freezing cold.
I don't think it's going to be cold, but we're only in early October. We're not in end of November, early December.
Bro,
It'll be
it's
cold.
Canada.
I know.
It'll be below freezing at night.
No.
It might be. I think you might be
100%.
right, but it's literally early October as opposed to or mid October.
Do you know where you're going? Can you like?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I actually don't know.
He's been so avoidant of all of it.
Calgary.
Yeah, you going to the Hard House?
You look up where's the coldest place in Canada right now? Not like up by fucking Alaska, but like just in.
Check the weather in Calgary.
You don't even know what province you're going to?
I think Ontario, but I don't know where in Ontario.
All right. So let's see. Let me find like.
And you also have to find like at night when the sun goes down. That's when it gets cold. Yeah, this is gonna be hellacious. And you like comfort, dude.
Let's check the weather in Otter Rapids, Ontario.
And there's no guarantee you even have a cell signal.
Oh,
So you might not even be able to just be looking on your phone doing anything.
The odds are, they said that they probably will not have cell service because you're in the mountains.
I mean, it's just like
It sucks.
it's gonna drive you nuts.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna leave this.
I
happen.
hate the woods. I hate it, man.
And
Okay, I stand corrected.
Do you have any? Of course you do. You've been wrong about this whole thing.
No, I mean that's yet to be seen.
53 degrees right now.
Yeah. How is it below? It's probably below freezing at night, though.
34,
34.
35.
Okay, you know what? That's very cold, but it's not 5.
This is very northern Ontario.
So it's probably between 35 and 40 at night.
Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
If you're going to like
Yeah.
Toronto or somewhere closer to the border.
I'm not going to Toronto, but I mean.
Yeah, but like that
Yeah.
area. Let's see.
A little closer to the equator.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
It's a little more manageable. You got your
50s
lows in the 50s, high 40s. It's still cold. Still cold.
But it's not.
But it's not
December.
30s. Yeah.
I've been in Canada through a couple of winters.
Not in the woods.
It's cold. No. But I'm saying it's colder there than in Norway. We checked the Norway weather. It was colder in Montreal than Norway.
Bro.
I hope they get you a good sleeping bag.
They have to, or I will leave.
I hope he's ill-equipped. I hope you're ill-equipped.
Nah, I don't think. Even Bobby, who is a bona fide incompetent.
That's true.
I don't believe would get you sleeping stuff that wasn't going to be sufficient in the cold.
But what if it's a wacky bit?
Yeah, what if it's prank?
Nah, they wouldn't fuck around with that in the freezing cold hours into the woods.
The first night is like, oh, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Even Bob, who has proven himself to be a...
what if you guys have to win physical challenges to get...
It's just not going to... I won't do it.
What if while you're separated from your wife for the time that you're camping, she goes on a reckless spending spree?
Better lock those guys.
Then it'll be just like I was home. The Amazon packages. She orders shampoo from Amazon.
Oh, do you have any posters coming that you're going to miss while you're gone?
I have a couple that I have to put away. I have a couple Japanese ones going away. But she won't fuck with them. She'll just put them in my iPhone. Has your iPhone come?
Yeah, I've had it for weeks.
Yeah, mine hasn't come.
Oh.
What a loser.
That's what happens when you order from Apple. What a fucking disastrous... Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. But I had last year, so it's not a big...
Yeah, Apple...
Plus, you've had it for so long, it's not even exciting anymore.
About it, yeah.
But yeah, it has not come yet.
When's it supposed to come?
Early October. I mean, ordering from them is
They'll be
fucking
waiting for you when you get back.
I shouldn't have ordered from Apple, though.
No.
Oh, yeah, plus it was a couple hours later. You ordered it 8 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
Does it matter if you order 3-4 hours later?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
But you should also order from the provider.
Yeah.
They have more supply.
I could probably just go to the store and get one.
You absolutely could. You should have just canceled that order and gone in-store. I'm sure they have them in store. I would check if you could. Get a new phone to bring with you. Take pictures of your camping event.
How are you going to charge it?
With a charger.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have power.
Dear Liza.
I imagine they're going to have...
How long is it? You're there for 2 weeks.
I don't know how long we're actually in the woods. I truly don't know what they're doing.
You've just been avoiding it.
Avoiding it completely.
Probably one day in the woods, one day in a luxury hotel, one day in the woods.
They're going full Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys being negative. I think he's going to have an okay time.
It's going to suck.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
Joe in Orange County.
Yo, boy. Hey, Daddy.
Hi, Joe.
I wanted to chime in on your invigorating pants conversation and give you some recommendations.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
The all-terrain gear by Wrangler. You can buy them on Amazon. The synthetic utility pant. I've bought a dozen of these things. I lived in the Rockies for a while. They're perfect for hiking. They're stretchy around the waist, stretchy around the legs and your hips and all that. And then I highly suggest layers. If you're going to the cold to go camping and hiking, it's all about layers.
I need a good jacket, too. My jacket kind of sucks. I don't have a very good winter jacket.
You better buy some more stuff.
Columbia, North Face, all that's good stuff.
Yeah. I need a better jacket.
What's
but anyway, just wanted to give you that input.
They should provide this stuff. I mean,
of course they should, or at least allow you to...
Give me a list of stuff.
Or give me a fucking list. They give me nothing.
Like first day of school.
They give me nothing.
What kind of Mickey Mouse operation is this?
Thank you.
Great question.
Riddled with incompetence.
Well, who's at the helm?
Exactly.
Yeah. Robert Kelly.
Will you call us with updates?
I don't know if I can.
He won't have phone service. You knew that.
No, I forgot.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I don't believe you.
I'm in a more positive mindset.
I think you're lying.
Okay. You can think what you want.
I think you're playing devil's advocate, and you're bringing up positive things because you know that we'll bring up that those are not true.
No, I really don't.
And it will negate them.
Have you ever gone camping?
Huh?
Have you ever gone
when
camping?
I was a kid,
No.
I did.
No, Travis.
No. My wife wishes I would do it.
He wouldn't make it out of the woods alive.
Sure I would. I would make friends with bears.
No, you're prey.
I'm not. I'm predator.
No, your whole vibe is prey.
Yeah, you really are.
Dude, look at me. Predator.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, bud.
Exactly.
I think you and your earth tones would go down quick.
As long as there's no bees around, I'm good.
Exactly.
bees.
If you bring me to like bee forest, like forget it.
And it'd be something dumb too.
Ticks. I used to deal with ticks when I was a kid.
It'd be like,
me too.
Travis got killed by a jellyfish or something like that. And it's like, what?
No one would pee on me.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be so lame. Nobody would even be able to feel bad about it. He'd go down like Macaulay Culkin and My Girl.
Oh, I seen that.
I was looking for my glasses.
You said on wrong.
He was young. Troy in Alberta.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Terrific.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you're going to be visiting the far north of Ontario, Jim. But I would suggest probably some of those little pocket warmers. Your hands into your boots.
Oh, yeah. You squeeze them?
Yep.
Yeah.
I worked in northern Ontario, and I can tell you it's humid. And when it drops to negative or close to negative degrees Celsius, which you hate.
Oh, you're going to have to deal with Celsius.
Celsius could eat my balls.
You think so?
Fucking hate it.
Yeah, you're going to feel it in the morning when you're wiping all that dew off your face.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, so eat it.
What do you think he's doing at night?
Having fun, hopefully.
Thank you, Troy.
Yeah, righto. Bye-bye now.
Maybe you guys will make s'mores.
S'more what?
You kill me, Sam.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's not fun.
You wouldn't have fun eating some s'mores?
No, I
Bob?
wouldn't. In the fucking
wouldn't it be
11 hours north of where I am now? No, I wouldn't.
Wouldn't it be great to see Cranky Jim
Or shit in a box
in his new outdoor gear?
Yeah, like fucking Uncle Eddie in Philly. I'd shit in a pizza box.
You're gonna be
Here you
leaned
go,
up
eat this,
against
Bob.
a tree.
Oh, leaning up against a tree.
Oh, you have no idea how much
Bugs
I hate
on
this.
you.
Spreading your cheeks so you don't get the poo on your cheeks.
The bugs probably won't be
Oh,
as bad
the
this
cheeks.
time of year. I'm not saying there won't be any, but October it's not as bad for insects.
Sure.
Summer's fun, but the insects would fucking kill me.
Bring a box of graham crackers.
That's smart.
No, I'm on a
in case
diet.
you need
Just
it.
in case for the s'mores.
That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be cranky already because of all this outdoor stuff. And then they're going to be making s'mores. You're going to be like, no, I'm on a diet.
Yeah, that's the pork rides that are Whole30 compatible.
Oh, yeah. What do you do about the food?
Eat it.
You didn't know that, too?
No, that's why I'm asking the...
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some berries like that dickhead and fucking the bus kid. Have some berries.
Yeah.
Nice berries, stupid.
Just sitting there on a bus eating poison berries, listening to Pearl Jam and not realizing. That kid sucked. I hated that
he
movie.
fucking sucked. His parents were so worried, and he just runs into the woods like a douchebag.
Yeah, I have no
He
problem.
sucked.
So let me go create some for myself
He
to really
sucked.
find myself.
Yeah, I just want to be. I want to go out there and be different and interesting, but I didn't know that the water was going to.
He had nothing to contribute.
You turd.
No, Ed Vedder was like,
Good soundtrack.
I got to contribute to this movie.
I mean, just the fact that they looked at his kid like he was so fucking intense.
He sucked.
He sucked.
I hate that kid.
Me too. What was the song? The big song?
Better
Bob?
Man.
About-
Can't very easy to find a better man.
Into the Wild.
No, it's different. How's that song go? The one that Eddie Vedder sang. It was
Hard Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah.
I like Bruce's song from The Wrestler better. Oh, not.
Hello.
Let's go to Parker in Canada. What's up, Parker?
Ah.
Parker!
Not much. You guys? Yeah, what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
buddy.
Hey. Yeah, so I'm 45 minutes north of Toronto. It's... Hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
bro.
Sure.
Hey, well, I can't hear you, so it's, you know.
You're the one talking.
Sorry, guys. What would you like to know?
You tell us. You called
You
the show.
called us.
This is like your meeting at the Soho House.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's like we
exactly.
pick up the phone. Hey, Parker, you're on the air. Hey, Jim and Sam, you're with Parker. What do you guys want to know?
What do you need? Hello, what can I do for you?
Don't buy Long Johns. Buy your pants insulated. Buy a pair of insulated wet pants. You'll be fine.
I got to go buy some wet pants at REI 2 days before I leave.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
Make sure they're insulated.
Not even a list about what the fuck I need.
You better submit an expense report.
Are you bringing any of your own food?
Thank you, Parker. This call's been a disaster.
That was a terrible, terrible call.
Worst caller of the week.
Jim's already in a mood, and you made it worse.
You've made it worse.
So you're looking forward to this?
Sam.
If it was 1 week, it wouldn't be. I mean, thank God it's not more than 2 weeks. If it was 3 weeks, I would.
Should have said no from the beginning.
But this is the thing I mentioned 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember.
I told you I went camping this summer, middle of July.
You loved it, huh?
I did not. I did not. There was an outhouse. I would refuse to shit in the outhouse.
I don't blame
stunk
you.
So bad.
I know.
So what'd you do? Just hold it in?
I held it in and waited till we went down into a gas station and shit down there.
Yeah. I mean, you know how many fucking camping dumps that gas station must take?
Oh yeah.
Everybody I was with.
Nobody even buys gas there.
No, they just shit.
Everybody I was with is like, oh, we've all had Lyme disease. It's all good. Don't worry about it. If you get it, it's like I'm not gonna get it. So I'm paranoid about ticks.
They all just have Lyme disease?
They've all gotten it. They're like, because they live up in. My friends always go up to this cabin up there, like, oh, we've all had it. It's not that big of a deal.
It's terrible.
I know. And they're like, oh, I'm like, yes, it is a big deal.
It wreaks havoc on your immune system.
And then sleeping, when it's that quiet at night, it drives you fucking crazy.
It would drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, and
I'm just gonna hear.
You're used to the sounds of the city. It'll be the sounds of just you farting.
Bring a sound machine.
The bears are gonna think. Plug it into what though?
I don't know.
And then you'll hear.
I own a sound machine. Sometimes it says, "I didn't know you were a homosexual."
Yeah, you'll hear an animal way off in the distance. You're like, "Where the fuck is that?" And then you'll hear an animal kind of a little close. And you're like, "How close is that?"
I'm gonna have bear spray. I will get that. I can't cross the border with it, but I will buy it while I'm there. I will get some kind of good Canadian bear spray. Fuck that.
You don't think Bob will protect you?
I mean, he's much more delicious looking than I am.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know?
Yeah. What if you get lost?
Oh, that'd be great.
You'd like that?
If they lost Jim, legit?
Yeah.
Oh,
if he really went into the forest to go to the bathroom and got lost.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would make that movie.
Guys?
Yeah, that's a horror movie. That's a horror movie. That's a good idea for a movie.
I have to shit badly. Well, it's too late now. But...
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's go to Steve in Wisconsin. What's up, Steve?
Hey, guys. First time caller, long time listener.
My man.
Excellent. Hey, so Shark Tank had this, I don't know what it's called. It's a strap that wraps around the tree and helps you kind of lean back so you can poop in the woods.
Oh, without shitting. That's a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little strap. That's a great idea.
It's called a crap strap.
Then you shit all over your strap.
That is what it's called, the crap strap, I believe.
Oh, but then it's like, but then you're going to wind up getting, you stand up and you're going to drop a little piece of shit in your crap strap.
Yeah, you will.
Crap on the crap strap.
Yeah, you put the splatters on it, the green apple splatters.
Imagine if it's produced incorrectly and the fucking plastic part is right under your asshole. What are you doing?
Put it on wrong.
Yeah.
This ain't helping a crap strap. I don't want to go through all that technology when I got to shit a crap
Plus,
strap.
somebody there will go, Jim, I hope you don't mind. I borrowed your crap strap.
Yeah.
What?
Hope you don't mind.
You know, see a little tapioca in it.
Yeah. That wasn't mine.
Yeah. I love the model. He's got a haircut like Amon Gert.
That's right.
Fucking in Auschwitz.
Yeah, that's Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, you should get one of these.
Thank you, Steve.
Fall down into your shit. Did you lose your grip?
Great White North.
You're going to have a good time.
No, why would he have a good time? What could possibly be a good time?
Yeah, I don't agree at all.
I don't know.
I don't like camping.
Yeah, but you're going to be with friends.
Who?
Bob's going to be a fucking impossible.
He's going to be so annoying.
I love Bobby Lee, and I like Yamanika very much, too. So they're people I like, but
Bobby Lee is
Bob Kelly is going to be impossible as a boss.
He's going to be so annoying, and Bobby Lee's going to have a panic attack within the first 25 minutes.
Oh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I saw Bobby at Skankfest. He goes, what's this thing? He has no idea what the fuck's going on either.
He's going to be out of his mind.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Are we doing this?
I love him so much.
I do too.
My wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. Just she's offering to make you a checklist and come help you shop because she's done camping before.
I may take her up on that.
She says you're very underprepared.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
But again,
it's their responsibility as a production people to tell me what I need.
Definitely.
So I'm imagining they're going to have some stuff. I mean, they're not, but they don't know my size.
Oh. They could guess.
Yeah. Wide.
Oh, Sam.
And by the way, I don't wear anything without washing it. So if they think they're just going to take me to a store on the way up and buy me an itchy shirt, you can kiss the hole where I shit from.
It's all going to be brand new.
No. Wash it.
And I never wear stuff without washing it.
Never.
Where can I get regular long johns? Any store has
They
them.
didn't have an REI?
No, they had these weird, fancier ones, like regular shirt, but they're...
You could probably get them at Target.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe. I would honestly check Amazon and just get something.
I don't know what size that, medium?
Order a bunch of sizes and return it. You talked about how easy it is to return Amazon stuff. Yeah.
Bring them jokers back.
You know what's going to be great? You're going to leave all that stuff for your wife to return while you're gone, and then you're going to come back, and she will have done none of it.
She'll have done none of it. And she'll be wearing the XL pair, bulging.
They're comfortable.
Yeah. Is she sad you're going away for 2 weeks?
Yeah, she is, but she'll also enjoy the time. It's a, when you have a break from each other, sometimes it's healthy. I'm used to being single.
2 weeks is a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. But again, it's not for any. It's a work.
Yeah.
It'll be the longest we're separated.
Should be at work
in probably almost 5 years.
Better hope she doesn't push that TV back into the.
Oh yeah, you're getting back with thumbprints on the new bad boy.
Brand new beautiful.
Or
all
the
your
candles. She better not
fall asleep with.
Burn this place to the ground. She's gonna fuck
the
up your apartment. Something fierce.
She's gonna have a party.
Oh yeah.
Candles. That's right.
She's gonna fuck your shit up.
No, she's pretty. She'll probably sleep on my side, which I hate.
Oh yeah.
Because she misses me. She sleeps on my side on my pillowcases.
And you don't like that?
Hate it.
You don't hear that and think that that's
You
nice.
don't think that's sweet?
What?
You don't think that's sweet?
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
I tell her, get off my side.
She misses you.
I know, I love that, but I hate get off my side. Miss me from your side.
Well, why do you not want it? You're not using your side.
I don't like to go there and someone has slept on my fucking pillow. I don't like it.
I get that.
No, you don't.
You get it.
This is unreasonable.
Well, I think it's
somebody breathing all night into your pillow.
I think it's weird to sleep on a different side of the bed. Like I'm so conditioned to sleep on my side of the bed that even when I'm in a hotel by myself, I have to sleep on that side.
Left side.
What? That's not weird.
Can you imagine traveling with Travis?
I'm a great traveler. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I just said I have to sleep on the right side of the
Where
bed.
would I be going? Fucking twin convention?
Exactly. Where even when I
What do you do? Sleep in the middle of the bed?
This is what he does. He goes, no,
Probably.
no,
With
Jermaine.
your shoes on?
No, Jermaine. I have to sleep on this side of the car.
Well, yeah. So, like if he's driving, like then he has to get out of the car, and I have to get into the driver's side.
Right. I need to sleep on the driver's side.
But he understands.
Yeah. Well, habits.
Yeah, and we've done it before.
Sure, I get that. I get that. He knows the deal by now.
Would you think it was weird if the couple switch sides every night? I bet you there's couples that do that.
There are. I think. You know who does that? So, the big ins. I think.
Because there's usually so many people cycling in and out.
That's right. That's right. In their orgy room. No, I think it's either. I think it might be Matt that's particular. One of them is particular about the temperature. So in the summer, they have to switch sides. So I think Matt is closer to the AC.
Oh, get a grip.
And then in the winter, like in the summer and the winter, they switch sides. And I think it's Matt's thing. I don't think
probably
it's
is because he's a woman.
Oh shit!
Well, he likes it cold. If he likes it cold, that's a guy thing.
But I mean, how spacious is your bedroom that you're not close enough to the air conditioner?
It's not that spacious.
Exactly.
It's fine.
No, he likes it to blow directly on him. I understand.
I get that.
Yeah, but would you switch sides seasonally?
No, that's psychotic.
No, I would just stay wherever the AC is.
Yeah, they switch sides seasonally.
What's her name would be on the other side?
A broad.
Oh, some broad.
Some fucking broad.
Plus, they probably
What's her name this week? Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah. Fucking Helen. Guy who can't improv.
A one-night stand with Helen?
And,
oh, well.
We're going to wrap up because I am going to the toilet.
I hope you brought your crap strap.